All right, getting all set up here. We're just waiting for Mike to show up. I'm gonna check everything. Once again, we're playing NFL Blitz, Grand Champion. Do I subscribe to myself? I sure do.
First and 30.
Now, I also don't want that on now. Oh. And I'm echoing, so that's good. At least it sounds good. Sounds like we're doing everything well. Sounds like a good audio balance. But for the time being, God, why is there not like a horizontal swivel with this? Outside of doing this, I kind of have to like cant my mouth, but that's probably not a bad thing. That probably helps a little bit. But we're going for the Grand Championship. We are waiting for Mike to hop in the Discord call here, and we'll get going. I got Dodgers Phillies on in the background. We're gonna keep an eye on a couple of other things. We got some hockey on tonight. Got some football on. Mike and I are going to be talking about a few things we missed on the podcast, some rundown-related stuff. I said rundown because I was reading a word. Some NFL-related stuff. There was the story about Giannis and the Knicks that we haven't gotten a chance to cover yet. I think we'll dip into some hockey right now, though. Right now, keeping an eye out on Phillies Dodgers. Friend of the pod, Tyler Carcara, is a renowned Dodgers fan, so we're going to be rooting for the Dodgers in this one, even if they're considered the bad guys. Also, my uncle is, I guess. You know, that's probably relevant.
Second and goal.
Let's get a checkup with Mike.
Third down.
But this is the NFL Blitz 2026 roster update. So this is a mod that I found for NFL Blitz. Or I guess it's just a separate ROM. Although, I don't know. Is that like admitting to a crime to say we're using a ROM? God, my allergy medicine's wearing off. If it's admitting to a crime to say that we're using a ROM, then we aren't using a ROM. This is just on an N64 cartridge. But if I can say that we're using a ROM, we're using NFL Blitz 2026 ROM with all updated player bases. I figure we'll take a swing for things at playing as Philly today, since they're playing in the Thursday night game. I thought that could be a lot of fun. Just we also didn't talk about Monday Night Football at all in the pod with the insane Trevor Lawrence game, where he had some serious boneheaded throws, had at least one drop or interception that was dropped, and then ends the game by having a dime to Travis Hunter, a dime to Brian Thomas, and then getting tripped by his own offensive lineman for the second time in the game, recovering, running around, and scoring a touchdown on his feet. Or I should say with his legs. When Chris Jones just kind of stood there quietly, I'm not sure why. I also know that he's kind of been talking about it since, and I don't know, man, like, there's also YouTube drama going on with like the scientific lifting community, and it just reminds me constantly of my general ethos in this world, the way that I would run my PR firm, which is just don't say anything. Like, I don't know why Chris Jones is out here making statements about not going after T-Law, and I don't know why any of these random people are making statements about what they did or didn't do that they should have done about X, Y, and Z 20 years ago. Like, when someone makes a video about you on YouTube and people are like, hey, you need to say something about it, just don't say anything. It's really not that big of a deal. It'll go away. The memory on the internet is fickle and short, and it's fine to just let it go. But we had our NHL preview as well. One best-of-5 post-series after losing the first two games at home. We had our NHL preview come out this last week as well, where Mike and I drafted a bunch of different teams and players that we're going to be following for the season. I'm probably going to get his temperature check on how he's feeling about that, whopping 2 games into the season. Ooh, looking at the hockey schedule now. We got Ranger Sabres on already. Ranger Sabres on ESPN Plus. But I want to know if I'm going to get the Chicago game. I should get the Chicago game. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to. Oh, and I didn't want to do that either. How bad does that look in the background with the TV going on? I got to put something over that wall. Stop anyone from knowing that I have a TV on because I want to watch sports. There's some like the Monday night game or something is like exclusively on the NFL app or the ESPN app, and if that's true, I'm gonna be pretty pissed about that because I ain't shelling out to ESPN more money than I already do just to watch one Commanders game. Even if it is Commanders-Bears, and I'm hoping that it ends on another Hail Mary. I'm not paying for that. Like I'm not entering into the Disney ecosystem any more than I already have. There's a lot of background noise going on outside.
Second down.
Hopefully that doesn't come through on the microphone, but I bet it does. I feel like this would be a lot easier if I had a chat going than just talking to myself. Senators Lightning's about to drop as well. Obviously, the Thursday night game doesn't start for about another hour, so probably just keep an eye on hockey on my phone for the time being while we play some NFL Blitz. Maybe I'll pull up the topics Mike and I are going to talk about, but let's put on some Senators Lightning in the background for now, and then it's going to, of course, blast the second that it starts playing, I'm sure. I'm holding it far away from the microphone. Yep, there we go. Alright, we're good. No, I don't want closed captioning on. I need every video player to know that I don't want to turn rotation on my phone. I want you to offer me a full screen option so that I don't have to turn on screen rotation, because it is so annoying to have to turn on screen rotation every time when I simply just want you to go full screen when I hit the button like YouTube does. Maybe that's a bad example. Does YouTube do that? No, I can't remember. I just hate when I have to turn on screen rotation. I don't like screen rotation. I don't want to use screen rotation. And I don't know who would want to watch something that is uploaded in landscape. Who would want to watch that full screen in portrait?
First and 30.
Like, just auto-rotate it. I feel like there's really good video apps to do that, like Patreon's video app. Just auto-rotates. Ooh, Washington, Detroit, one of the demo games here. Obviously, that's happening later this season, but that is the NFC Divisional Round game where Washington just beat the hell out of Detroit a little bit. Man, that allergy medicine really had its moment in the sun before it all fell apart.
Ball at midfield.
There we go. Hopefully that won't be a problem all night. Oh, you know what? I should stop fucking around Discord, because that's a setting that I have. One of the video settings I have there. I could get into the game, but I don't want to get ahead of Mike. Defeat all 31 NFL teams. So you don't have to defeat the team you're playing as. Which is very interesting. That makes me want to play it as the Commanders. You know, if we manage to actually defeat any teams this time. Unlike last time we didn't. Made a new start screen. A stream is starting soon screen that I was very excited about for us to have on the stream. And then it just got too close to when it was stream start time, and I didn't have time to render it out. It was going to take about 40 minutes to render, and I had 30 minutes till the podcast. Not podcast, until the stream. So I didn't do that. So our next stream, we'll have a really cool stream is starting soon screen that I took way too long to make, but can adjust and pretty it up as I want. And now, since I have the bonus time, I can hopefully add a countdown timer, like a 15-minute timer into it, give people time to rally in here, you know, when we have our hordes of fans who want to come watch us play NFL Blitz. Mike and I will be in person. Oh, didn't even make that thumbnail today. I gotta make the freaking thumbnail for the
First down.
wrestling predictions we have coming out tomorrow. Man, there's always something else to do with this website. No days off, you know? That's the thing about us. We're just out here grinding. We're just, you know, making sure that we can fulfill our screaming hordes of fans who demand the most possible from us. What
Ball at the 5.
is the line on the Philly game? Is that a good question to ask? Pull it up. Let's take a look at some stuff here. All right.
First and
So the Eagles are playing the Giants tonight, Thursday Night Football. I think it's 7.5 point line for that. I don't believe in this Giants team announce. No Malik Neighbors. Offensive line is just in shambles. I mean, not even due to injury, just it's a bad offensive line. Jackson Dart, I think, had 1.5 good starts and then just threw some complete boneheaded interceptions to close out the end of that game against the Saints. Give the Saints their first win. I don't even think Cam Scatabo is that good. Hopefully Mike doesn't join when I'm in the middle of disparaging Cam Scatabo. But I don't even really think Cam Scatabo is all that good. And I think Philly's like better than they're getting credit for because a lot of people are very fantasy brained and they only pay attention to how A.J. Brown's is not producing and Saquon's not producing and ignore the fact that the defense is really freaking good and that so far, you know, the special teams also very good, that Philly's lost one game and it took a
First and 30.
absurd Broncos fourth quarter comeback that included some well-timed penalties. I think 7.5 is probably a little light, to be honest with you. I think that this game could very easily just be a 2-score game, and we're all going to bed by 9 o'clock because who cares about what's left to go on there. But in other sports, obviously, we still got baseball on 0-0. There's Mike. There we go. I can stop just updating people on baseball scores now. There's Mike.
I do apologize for being late.
Mike, you missed the very cool new start screen that I made.
Ah, damn it.
I actually didn't get a chance to use it yet.
Oh.
Because I was making it and I got it all finished and I was like, perfect, let me render this and I'll add it into the stream and we can put that for the 15 minutes leading up to the stream. And then it was going to take 40 minutes to render and it was 30 minutes until the stream, so I didn't get a chance to use it.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
First down.
You could have rendered it. Was I late?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're professional. You're professional, and so you decided, no, I don't have time for that. I'm going to be on time for all of our dedicated viewers, and that's what I appreciate about you.
Now I gotta adjust your cam size, which I don't know how that got fucked up.
You should make it really big, like cover 90% of the screen.
I am making it a little bit bigger because I'm not doing the checklist anymore since we know that it checklists
Okay.
itself.
Third down.
But welcome, Mike. We haven't started playing yet. I was just talking about sports while you were
Oh, nice.
before you were here.
Yeah, I heard you talking about Philadelphia or something.
Yeah, talking about baseball.
All right. Well, now that I just got here, I'm going to leave again for 10 seconds to grab the remote.
Just as I was... Oh, I should probably shut off his screen so that he doesn't do anything embarrassing in the background. But I won't, and I hope he does embarrass himself in the background, and then we go viral. But we can get started here. I still don't know exactly how we're supposed to pursue the name for record keeping. I still don't know exactly how we're supposed to pursue the grand championship, but I'm guessing I'm down the right path here. We are once again, of course, going to be Gus. Why are we Gus? What was the origin of that?
One of the teams you were playing with before you did the roster update had Gus.
Gus Johnson?
No, not Gus Johnson. It was Gus somebody. I know who it was because when you said the name, I was like, oh yeah, I remember him. He's QB. Gus.
Fring?
Gus Jinglehammer Jacob Heimerschmidt.
Gus Gussenmeyer?
Gus, and Meyer. That was it.
I got to inundate myself with sports on my little phone over here. I got Ottawa, Tampa Bay.
Nice.
I don't know if you know, but your beloved Sabres are playing right now.
They are. I forgot to re-up my... I looked up which ESPN, like the cheapest ESPN subscription I could buy to get like all the out-of-market NHL Plus games.
Uh-huh.
But I forgot to sign up for it.
Yeah, they always say there's no time, like, right in the middle of a stream where you shouldn't be watching hockey anyways.
That's true. I'm trying to decide. We got a little time before this Thursday night football game comes on, so...
Making a bet? Placing a parlay?
No, we are going to throw on a little East Carolina Tulane. That kicks off in like 10 minutes.
I just got an inactive alert. Who am I playing that's inactive in fantasy?
I almost picked up... I like debated if I should go ahead and just pick up Jacoby Brissett.
For Cleveland?
No, he's with the Cardinals, and Kyler hasn't practiced yesterday or today.
Oh, yeah, because he took that snap to the face.
And it's a foot injury. I don't know how that was.
Oh my God, I have to clear so much space. Hold on, Mike Vamp. I have to do fantasy. You are
I'm vamping.
horrible at this. Oh my God.
Sorry, I was pulling up the stream to see how it was looking, make sure everything was good. I love the Saquon Barkley.
Oh, the digitized or the N64 Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Took a surprising amount of time to make.
Yeah, it is. That commercial is actually funny.
Better than the Kittle one, or?
Yeah, way better than the Kittle one.
Oh,
I just love. I do love the deer being like, go now. No, there's a car. What's a car? All right, pulling up FanDuel. Get some bets going tonight, eh?
Are you gonna vamp? Or are you just gonna? Is this your version of
I'm
vamping?
vamping right now. I'm vamping right now. I'm
vamping
talking.
is?
Yeah, I'm being a degenerate gambler live on air. So let's see what we got here.
I can't.
Right off the bat.
I can't just drop Russell Wilson in Dynasty, right?
Yeah, I'd hang on to him. Because it's literally, like, if you have... A lot of teams only have 2 QBs in that league because of the size, and it's super flex.
My other Dynasty league.
So if you have... In the Dynasty League, yeah.
No, my other Dynasty league.
Oh. So yeah, I don't know what the setup is there.
It's a really deep league. Like, there's... You have, like, a 10-person bench. It's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if it's a deep league, like, most QBs are probably gone, right?
Yeah, there's no QBs available.
So I don't think it's a bad idea to have a third QB on the roster, even if it's one where you're like, I don't know if he's... Like, he may start some, but not all the time, but it's still worth having. That's why I got Riley Leonard on my taxi squad, just waiting for DJ to go down and Anthony Richardson to refuse to go in.
So he's on the Colts.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Right off the bat here, let's see what we like.
I'm going to start 2 tight ends in fantasy. That's so gross. I like how we're like, we got to get live. We got to go live just so both of us could stare at our phones.
I'm not on my phone. I'm doing it on my laptop.
Ooh, professional gambler.
Yes, professional gambler, of course.
Did you happen to see any of Clayton Kershaw's start yesterday?
No.
It was fucking ugly.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't
Yankees
a start.
are
Came in a relief. You're not really a baseball guy, are you?
No, I like the Yankees. I don't really I don't really have the bandwidth to follow all of baseball.
Is there anyone else that I really need to worry about switching out right now? Jacoby Myers or Calvin Ridley, Mike?
Jacoby Myers.
All right. They're playing each other. Just the 2 of them. No one else involved.
Yeah. I feel like Ward, when he does complete passes or has time to, he likes Alamayor.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley had his best game of the season last week in that really sick and competitive Arizona game that was a well-played football game.
Yeah.
Man, I got some good QBs in our redraft league. Too bad I'm 0-10.
I cannot find this game. Oh, it's the Sun Belt. That's why. Right.
There is playoff baseball on. We're getting ready for Thursday night football. There's tons of hockey games on, and you're trying to bet on a Sun Belt game?
Yeah, well, first we're going to go ahead and We're gonna take the over. I
Hit
think we're gonna take the over
overs.
in- yeah. I think we're gonna take the over here in East Carolina at Tulane.
Okay. Oh, it's foggy. That's bad for me.
CU defense isn't too bad this year, and Tulane's offense is. Some of the numbers have come a little bit back down to earth because of that stomping they took at the hands of Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. But
Is Ole Miss actually good this year?
yeah, looking pretty good. Waiting for him to play someone like real.
They played
Not like
Tulane.
Kentucky.
You said
Well,
we're all about
played
Tulane a second ago. A second ago, you were like, Tulane, they're the greatest team on earth.
all right, they played LSU as well, but the jury's still out on what LSU actually is.
I believe
Yeah,
that they are a
these two-
university in Louisiana, Mike.
True. I don't know. Maybe we fade this. It's juiced to the over. Maybe we go with the under because ECU, 7th ranked EPA defense per rush, and that's where Tulane likes to do their damage. Yeah, you know what?
Against the 7th ranked team in EPA per rush.
No, I just mean on the ground. You smartass.
I need to get into control. My left trigger is sticking.
Sure. Are you actually playing now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come back to that one. Right off the
Look at
bat,
that.
we're definitely gonna
2-yard
ahead
run.
and
I don't know if that
go.
counts as a run. I think I threw that pass forward, but hey, whatever you think.
Why
Hey.
is this?
So we are officially doing every other week. We'll do a basket where you and I will cover the NHL, and Tyler Karkar and I will cover basketball on off weeks. Obviously, we can mix that up as we go, but that way no one's getting roped into doing tons of pods that they don't have time for.
Gotcha.
But I want to know how you're feeling 4 games in about the teams you drafted in our little draft preview thing. What would you call that? What's a good like summation term for what we did
I don't know what you're talking about.
on Basky? Remember that
what do you
podcast
mean?
we did?
What do you mean 4 games in? There's only been 2 nights of games.
Yeah, they each involved 2 games, so there's 4 games.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm feeling great. I have to go back and double check what I picked. I don't remember.
You did not pick
Except
Tulane.
obviously, the Carolina Hurricanes have the most organic goals. This is a legendary choice. All right, right off the bat, we're taking Southern Miss minus 3.5 at Georgia.
This
Southern.
fog is killing me in this game.
Yeah, it's bad. What are you playing in London? I don't get why that's only 3.5. So I could be walking into a trap because the books know something I don't, but I don't care.
What could the books possibly know that you don't, Mike? You're the college football guy.
Right.
Hey, guess what? Hey,
Nice.
you ready for
What?
the term? You ready for it, Mike? You ready for our catchphrase?
What's our catchphrase?
Didn't mean to throw it to that guy.
Why is my location not verified? Do I have my VPN going?
Oh, why would you fumble? Who was that? Was that Devontae Smith? That's it. You're running laps, Devontae.
You traded for me, Van.
You can't prove that. Not in this court of law.
No, I can, actually.
This is unplayable. I cannot play with this fucking fog.
Unplayable, he says. Quit app. Disconnect. Goodbye.
I was waiting for you to just blink out of existence as you were fucking around with VPNs.
So long. There we go. Now my location is verified on FanDuel. All right, that
I
bet is
didn't-
placed.
I don't think I tweeted out that we were going live.
People should just know. They should just sense it in the air. Kennesaw State is terrible. They're already down 7-0 to LA Tech.
No one. Oh, hey, but speaking about being down already, the Senators are already down 1-0.
Classic.
Who do you think scored, Mike?
That guy. Wait, who are they playing again?
The Lightning.
The Lightning? I'm going to say Braden Point.
No, that would have been great though. I
Jake
can't tell.
Gunsel.
It's someone in their middle six with a long last name and
Oh, okay.
certainly small stature. Let's see. Bjorkstrand.
Bjorkstrand. Oliver.
Oliver Bjorkstrand. Who are we gonna play as? Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Let's play as me. Playing as the commies. The fighting commies. The fighting C's.
we're going to go ahead and get a little spicy on this two-lane game. I'm not done yet. We're going to take the 6.5. And what is Tulane's total points? 30.5. Oof, that's kind of high. Oh, but their first half is over 14.5 at plus 100. We're going to take that. We're going to parlay it with that minus
You're just saying
6.5 on the spread. And we're going to go ahead and throw some quiche money on it.
Things you're saying don't even mean anything. You're just saying stuff. Oh, shoestring
Bet
tackle.
both those games.
God, stop sticking left trigger. It's annoying.
Big day for shoestrings.
Is it? You have some pasta? Is that what you're saying?
I made some money betting
On
against Sam Houston
shoestrings?
State last Thursday, but I'm not going to come back that well. The only other question I have here is if I jump on, it's juice heavy, the live line on Louisiana Tech at Kennesaw State. Oh, it just went down to 12.5 though, but minus 118. Are we feeling that?
Say it again. What are you looking at on the live line there?
LA Tech at Kennesaw State.
And Kennesaw State, I am guessing, is that Kenosha? Is it Wisconsin? Do you know where Kennesaw State is?
The Kennesaw State Owls are in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Do they know that
They're
Kennesaw is
also-
not a state? Doesn't seem like a very good college. I'm just saying.
That's true. They're also one of the worst teams in the FBS.
Oh, Thursday night FBS. Oh my God, Braden Point scored. Tampa Bay's up 2-0.
What do you mean FBS?
Is like Thursday the FBS day and they don't play on Sundays or Saturdays?
No, FBS is the Power 4 and Group of 5.
Oh, what's
That's
the
all-
other one?
that's all
FCS is the other
football.
one?
Yeah, FCS is it's still D1, but it's a step down.
Oh my God, Alvin Kamara just ran through my entire secondary. Well, I guess it wasn't secondary. It was a kick return. Woo! Smoked him. Took him down.
Smoked them.
No problems.
Second down.
First and 10 at Kennesaw.
This guy. There you go.
Here's the play.
Commit pass interference. That's what I always say.
We're gonna jump on the live. It fucking moved on me. Live betting is stressful, man. You gotta be on it.
Hey,
On
this Saints team in NFL Blitz is very bad.
Yeah, the Rattler Snake not doing well.
Not doing well. The Rattler Snake. Did you rename him in
Not yet, no.
Dynasty?
First down.
Okay, they got two safeties close to the line. That's not who I want to throw it to. Here's my question: when they tell you the directions in which you can pass, is it where they currently are on the field? See, I wanted to throw it
Yeah.
to Debo there, and I just couldn't get to targeting him.
I got to throw on the Kennesaw State game, get a peek at it before I do any live.
God. Catch it. All right. Why is everything in this game
I'm
so
s-
fucking hard?
I know I
Special
said
teams
don't,
games
but
ridiculous.
maybe you should play some offline. But lie and don't say you have been. Just be like, I figured the game out, got really good. You know. Just MLG Pro Gamer. I pick, once I get everything downloaded, I'm good at everything.
Downloaded.
Oh, the right now the Arch Manning Warby Parker commercials.
I still haven't seen this commercial.
Yeah, it aired multiple times while they were losing to Florida on Saturday. It was pretty hilarious. I think Warby Parker is probably like calling all networks to say, please stop running that ad.
Or is Arch Manning calling all of them? I saw a story today that Arch Manning was like, yeah, I didn't know if I should be doing all of these commercials. I thought maybe it was a bad idea.
Yeah,
Oh, you
probably.
think? So now you tell me.
Yeah. Someone at The Athletic, I can't remember who, posted an article, and the headline the story was like Arch Manning is like a flop, right? Or like the biggest flop, got the actual terminology. But some people like really went after him.
Arch
About
Manning,
it?
or
About the person who wrote it.
yeah.
Being like, do you have any idea like how many like 5-star flops we've had in the history of college football, this, that, and the other thing? But like in his defense, like there hasn't been many that have gotten the hype and the commercials and everything before he even like played a game as the official starter. You know?
Who else has had that happen to them? Like Baker Mayfield in the NFL?
Yeah, like in the NFL, you see it all the time, but college, I mean, it 5-star prospects like in the college football world, we're hyped about seeing them, but usually it's not until after they play a year that they start getting the commercials in the NIL era. At least they obviously weren't getting the commercials before.
Oh, tip interception. You got anything in the Thursday night game, Mike?
Jumping back on it. Here we go. What?
Huh?
No, but you know what? I can go ahead and cook something up while we're live on stream. I got all my college football bets out of the way now.
Yeah, I feel like we should just live stream your FanDuel account.
Nah, let's not do that. I don't want people to know all the millions and millions I have in here. All right, Philadelphia Eagles at Giants. So we got some profit boost. You always got to get the profit boost, boys.
Is FanDuel sponsoring this stream?
No, sorry, I shouldn't have said what book I'm using.
Classic 8 to
Even though
11 game.
I really need to start like every now and like also checking the green sports book, because I've just noticed from going to websites that post like all the lines and different odds on the books that I'm like, wow, that other sports book that are, you know, the kings of something sometimes have better numbers.
I like how there's a third sports book that's called the King of Sports Books.
Oh, that's true. It's very interesting. You know, sometimes you look it up, you're like, maybe I have to go ahead and download that Bet Rivers app. Maybe the time.
I feel like any like once you get like 3 tiers removed from FanDuel, it gets to the point where you're like, oh, you know what? I bet that I can actually beat these lines.
Yeah, I think like the reason why I always end up sticking with FanDuel is just because I like their UI the best of the ones I've tried. That's usually probably why I always go back to it. Eagles minus 7.5 right now, minus 105. What do you think about that,
I like the Eagles at on the spread here. I mean, they haven't been able to move the ball at all on offense, but the Giants are like legitimately terrible. Like, do not get enough credit for how bad they are, because they had 2 soft games in a row.
Yeah, it's actually juiced to the Giants plus 7.5, minus 150.
Call him Jaden the Legs.
Yeah, a lot of people reacting to the last, game and a half of the Eagles offense.
Exactly. Like, what was it, week 2 or 3, the first time that A.J. Brown was upset about his amount of play time?
Yeah, he's still upset.
He got a ton of minutes. Oh, for a second I thought we were finally getting some Brady Kachuk Pims, but we didn't. We got a cross-check on someone on Tampa Bay, or trip-in on someone on Tampa Bay.
All right, right off the bat, Cam's got a touchdown score. That's not even a question. It's happening tonight.
I don't know about that one. Does he have a touchdown on the year yet? He has one. He has a receiving touchdown, doesn't he?
He has a running touchdown.
Running touchdown as
How dare you? How dare you? We're gonna stay away from Jackson Dart passing yards. I think that's fair.
I mean, you could stay away by taking the under also.
Yeah, I kind of like the under in this one, but 40.5. That is kind of low.
Yeah,
minus 104 right now.
I mean, basically that means that they're expecting the what you call them, the New York Giants, to score 12 points or less in the game.
Yeah. I don't know what they're here.
Tried to run a fake kick. Fucking smoked him on it.
Trying to run a fake kick on me. So many possible things to bet that sometimes it's really hard to find that one bet you're looking for.
Oh man, I was hoping they
wow, the Eagles first half total points is set at 13.5, and it's juiced heavily to the under at minus 132.
That wouldn't be a bad one to take either. Oh, there you go. Brady Kachuk just put it in the
terrible.
net. High scoring game we got going on in Tampa Bay to start the season off.
All right, so the Giants total points is set at 16.5. It's pretty even both ways. You're saying to take the under?
I think I would just take the single team Philadelphia over in the first half if it's paying out minus 105.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
You know what? I think I don't believe in Vassie anymore this year. That was a pretty easy goal to allow as his first goal.
Damn. Good.
Just hit a little bit of a swinging neck breaker there on the rattlesnake, the snake-orator.
What is this name you've come up with?
The Rattleman, snake-orator.
The snake-orator.
That's what we all know him by, right?
Of course, yeah.
Everyone is always talking about the Ratman Rattlesnake Snake-orator.
This classic name that everybody knows.
Classic Ratman Rattleman Snake-orator. They got a barn burner going on in Dodgers Phillies at least.
Hell yeah, brother.
0-0. Oh, base hit by a Philly though.
Based?
Is the route on, Mike?
It could be. Is the Philly frenetic there?
Yeah, he's beating up Green Man.
Damn.
I like how you even call him the frenetic now.
Yeah. Alright, let's put one more leg on this wild-ass parlay, shall we?
Oh, suplexed. I wonder whoever made NFL Blitz, how much professional wrestling they watched. It's a lot of professional wrestling in the DNA.
It is. I mean, it came out in the 90s, so wrestling was hot.
As opposed to now when
I mean, now it's
wrestling's
pretty
just a
hot,
sham,
but more,
you know?
more so in like a corporate sterilized, not as cool to be a wrestling fan anymore way. Yeah, I like to gatekeep, deal with the people.
Especially with professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh.
People are like, I like wrestling. I'm like, yeah, what do you think of Barry Windham? Oh, you don't know who it is? Get the fuck out of here.
It's Wyndham Rotunda's dad. What do you mean?
It's not.
Ooh, interception. What's the what was the Page movie called?
Page movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Fighting With My Family.
They could just remake that with Barry Windham and Wyndham Rotunda.
She has another short film out there, but you had to go to different places to find it.
Oh, I didn't realize where you were going with that one.
Yeah.
Took me a second. God damn it. I should have just run it.
I know the final leg of this parlay, what it shall be.
Sounded like your third eye just opened.
Here it is. There's the money. About to get rich.
You want to tell me the full parlay?
Oh yeah, you're gonna hate it, like every aspect of it.
All right. So you didn't
Like,
listen
I
to me.
totally,
Take it.
no, I totally ignored everything you said. So the parlay is, if I can go to, where'd it go? My bad, there it is. All right, we got a little 5-legger here, right off the bat. Cam Scattaboo, anytime Tutty.
Oh, that's Scatabo.
Cam Scattaboo, 50+ rushing yards. Cam Scattaboo, 20+ receiving yards.
Ridiculous. Has he had a single game with 50 rushing yards and 20 receiving yards in his career?
Yes, he has. Giants over 16.5 points. That's right. And lastly, the fifth leg that really cranked up the odds was Abdul Carter to get a sack. He has 1 on the year. Here comes number 2.
Against, albeit good but underperforming line in Philly.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to have time. Jalen Hurts loves to hold on to that ball.
Jalen Hurts known for his time to throw. That's true.
Yeah.
They call it. That's why they call him the reverse Tua. That, and also because he's good and right-handed.
Sabres are down 1-0.
Looks like all of your New York Rangers slander is coming back to bite you.
Yeah, guess we'll go ahead and just bet their live money line at plus 200 for funsies. All right, I'm done gambling.
That's a statement I never thought I'd hear you say. By the way, I just kicked my first successful field goal of my career as a as an NFL Blitz streamer.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, by the way, done gambling for the night.
There you go.
Possibly not even the night for now.
Done gambling for the end of the sentence. Frankie
Nothing
Lulu really
beats-
laying the wood.
Nothing. This is where you can tell I probably have a problem. But nothing beats those like Saturdays, those college football Saturdays, where I spend like all day watching college football, and like throughout the day I'm betting. Like I'm placing bets before every like time slot kicks off. I'm live betting, going through it, like a whole day process. You know, it's taxing. And the games finally end, and you're like, finished up $5.
Think about it, if I sat here and did nothing all day, would have been $5 less rich.
Right? I can't go get a biggie bag from Wendy's, but now I could.
God, I'm hungry. I should have eaten.
I haven't eaten anything today. I'm starving.
You haven't eaten anything today?
No, nothing. I'm so hungry.
You work in a donut shop. Get a donut.
I know. I don't want a donut.
I'm starving. I just want to
I,
eat the food that's near me.
Yeah, it's part of the reason why I was running late is because I had to run to the store to grab something. I was like, I know I got enough time to do that. So I do that, and then I was like, I haven't eaten all day. I'm starving. And like Wendy's was like right there, so I was like, all right, I'll swing through there real quick, grab a spicy chicken sandwich, fly on over to get set up for the pod. Maybe I'll be like a few minutes late, but not like 10 or whatever I was. Yeah, some bitch in front of me. Not to be mean, but ordering the whole goddamn menu. I had to pull the frustrated pull out of the drive-thru lane and drive off.
Really? You didn't stick it out at that point?
No, because I felt bad because it was already like a few minutes after 7 and I hadn't even ordered yet. So I was like, God, I gotta go. Like I can't wait any longer.
I can't believe you didn't get your Wendy's.
Like you ever been behind someone in the drive-thru lane and you're like you got your window down so you can hear them. Like you hear exactly what they're saying, but you can just hear like the person on the little speaker say something, and then the customer say something. And you keep thinking like, oh, this has to be the end of it. This is the last time the customer is going to say something, and this is the end of the order. But no, they just kept going back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Can I also get a Frosty, a junior bacon cheeseburger without the bacon?
I have to say, the absolute worst part of going out to get dinner with people is that when I walk into a restaurant, you give me 40 seconds and I know what I'm getting in.
Well, that's not fair. Your menu is shortened as a vegan.
It's just food. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. Just get the first thing that looks decent.
You can also tell not only that, but you are you count like all your calories and your macros and stuff, right? So because of your dedication to doing this, which is very impressive, that level of self-control, you now just see food as like numbers and sustenance.
There has been 2 fights already in this Tampa Bay Ottawa game.
Nice.
Didn't know they had this kind of smoke in Tampa. By the way, I think that it's safe to say Tampa's won both of them. One of them was just like something happened on the ice and someone just started swinging at someone else. It wasn't even like the predetermined like, oh, we'll square off, take off our gloves, drop the sticks. Just the guy just started fucking throwing haymakers.
It's a beautiful game.
No, it's soccer.
No.
By the way, I'm running up the score. I just scored with 0 seconds left on the clock.
You are. You've been playing offline.
Nope. It's just the Saints.
That's true. It's just the Saints. Playing as the commies.
Playing as the commies. Pulling off a win. Who is the Dolphins' all-time leader in receptions?
I'm gonna say you were so wrong. It was obviously Mark Clayton.
Yeah. Isn't Mark
Brother
Clayton
of Michael Clayton.
I was gonna say, isn't that George Clooney's character?
Yeah.
Defeated 1 of 31 teams, Mike.
Nice. 1 down, 31 to go.
1 down, 31
Wait.
to go. What?
The teams you beat last stream don't count?
We didn't make Gus. We didn't make our profile.
Oh, I thought you did. You think you kept remaking it every time you went into a game?
No, I literally
Last
just
time.
didn't make it. I didn't make the profile.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well now we got one. Now we're facing the Jets with Justin Fields.
You know that yet. Oh, and it's foggy again.
It's foggy again. All that fog down there in MetLife.
No, I'm not doing this. Fuck the fog. The fog is unplayably bad.
Fog in
'Cause
the Meadowlands.
it doesn't
where Jimmy
affect-
Hoffa's buried.
It doesn't affect the AI. That's why it's annoying.
It only affects you.
It only affects me. The AI is just like throwing fucking dimes down the field.
You should get some glasses.
My glasses. Mike, I can't see without my glasses.
Glasses.
All right.
After we finish up this stream,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be very hungry. So I'm not going to Wendy's. I'm driving a little bit farther, and I'm about to go hard on the Taco Bell. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I think when someone gets Taco Bell, that's usually a cry for help.
Or you're like really hungry, you know?
Or you have an impacted bowel and you really want to blow through that.
Yeah, you want to get like 8 cheesy roll-ups. I love how Taco Bell started doing like their like Cantina Bowl, you know?
Yeah.
Like now, people don't go there for that shit. Like I want the $1.50 burrito that's just like questionable meat, beans, and cheese
I feel
packed in there.
that was like a misunderstanding that. Oh. Jake Gunzel got his stick stuck in Shane Pinto's visor. I feel like that's been a thing with a few different food purveyors where they've like totally misunderstood why people go to where they're at. Like a few years ago, Starbucks started making this turn to be like, we want to be a place for people to hang out. I'm like, no, you're the place for people that want to get a coffee now and don't care if it's good or not.
Well, you're also the place for people to use your free Wi-Fi because they're a screenwriter.
A playwright. Are you allowed?
They're playwright.
Are you allowed to write plays on a Mac, or do you have to write that on a typewriter?
You have to write it on a typewriter, loudly.
That's not who I wanted to throw it to.
Well, it's kind of like, remember, I mean, this was a minute ago because they stopped doing it, but there was a stretch of time there where McDonald's had salads. I was like, what are you doing? No one's going to McDonald's to be healthy.
Who the fuck do you think you are, huh? Bringing out salads?
The one fast food chain that's never fallen into that and just embraces it is Hardee's, right? Hardee's is just like, yeah, fat fucking burger. You'll eat it. You want it.
Remember when they had, like, hot women eating Hardee's and that was their whole gimmick?
Oh, yeah. They're great. They were like, big burger, cheese, grease, tits. You want it. America. And guys were like, God damn, I gotta get some Hardee's. It's amazing going to a Hardee's just because it's like, you want to get a burger and some fries, or you want fried chicken? It's very, what? What was that second thing? Yeah, we have fried chicken too.
Well, you say that like I was with you. I'm like, that's so fucking weird. But also, isn't chicken nuggets just fried chicken, but we just call it something else?
Yeah, but this is like on the bone fried chicken. You know, it's different. It's different. When's the last time you ate at KFC?
I don't think I've had fast food in 5 years. I was thinking about that.
Good for you.
At the start of this conversation.
Good for you.
Good for you. We really need to get sound drop set up. By the way, 3 goals now for the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first period.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I Googled today like how to set up a soundboard in OBS, which would be fun for me because you wouldn't hear any of them until you went to go edit.
Yeah. Maybe Anton Forsberg's gonna have a bad year. By the way, looks like.
Possibly.
Oh man. Ooh man.
Ooh man.
That was a tough goal there. That was a bad look for good old Anton. Yeah. Anton Chigurh.
Yeah, I am admittedly someone who can be weak at times and get the fast foods, and I haven't had KFC in years because it's KFC.
If you were gonna get chicken, where would you go instead of KFC?
If I had my pick, I'm going to Cane's.
That they showed up in Chesapeake after I stopped living there, and also
Yeah,
after
there's
I
one
stopped
down
eating
in-
meat. So I've never had
Yeah.
Cane's.
Yeah. It's like a minute away from here. I mean, not a minute, it's probably like 15 minutes, but I usually, if I'm ever out there, I'm like, oh, I gotta hit up Raising Cane's. Get that cane sauce, brother.
So I was gonna put on the multi
Or I hit up.
in the background
Or I
so
hit
that I
up
could watch the
Popeyes.
Blackhawks Bruins game.
Yeah.
They don't have it. I don't know if they're not showing. If I don't like, if it's not on local TV, it's just on ESPN Plus or something. But I can put on Armageddon in the multi-view, so I could watch baseball and
Really?
also Armageddon.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, let's see where we are in Armageddon. Let's take a look here. All right. So Mike, as I'm sure you remember, also they have Louisiana Tech and Kennesaw State. As I'm sure you remember with Armageddon, the entire thing is, you see, they taught oil drillers how to be astronauts,
Yes.
so that they could go blow up a meteor.
Based on a true story.
Oh, they're already on the astronaut, it looks like.
On the asteroid, you mean?
What did I say?
On the astronaut. I was like, which astronaut are they on? Are they all like dogpiling Bruce Willis right now?
I think it's near the end of the movie. It's what's her face?
Yeah.
Steven Tyler's daughter's in this too.
Yeah.
She was Gallipoli or something. What is her elf in the stupid short people movie?
Nah, I have no idea. I just remember that Ben Affleck sticks a animal cracker down her pants.
Yeah, sticks an animal cracker down her pants. I remember that. I know that. How does Bruce Willis stop Ben Affleck from sacrificing himself? He just like pulls a breathing tube out.
Yeah, he pulls a breathing tube out, like pushes him into the thing and seals it. And Ben Affleck's like, no. And then Bruce Willis fucking dies.
Yeah, it's almost the end of the movie because right now it's Bruce Willis talking to Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
And Liv Tyler's like crying and telling
right.
Bruce Willis that she loves him. I think he's gonna go rip Ben Affleck's breathing apparatus. Is this good streaming? Just
I
me.
think it's good.
Just me recapping what's happening in Armageddon.
Armageddon. I just want the one person to be like, spoilers, dude.
All right, Ben Affleck is in the pod going down. So what is it? Like the bomb won't detonate remotely, right? So that's why they gotta.
Yeah, the bomb got messed up, so
Yeah.
someone has to like manually detonate it.
And then it
Yeah,
plays
they
the
all drew
Aerosmith song.
straws.
I don't
They
want to
in that
close
movie-
my eyes. I don't
kill
want to
the,
fall asleep 'cause I'll miss you, babe.
Very like.
And I
cliche.
don't want to miss a thing. All right, I'll stop.
They kill the token black character in that movie. I think.
Don Cheadle.
No, they had remember the big dude who's in Green Mile?
Oh, is he in this movie?
Yeah,
remember
but he
him at all.
dies.
You coughing?
No, what?
Talking to my cat. My cat appears to be
Oh.
coughing. Oh, or sneezing. Are you
Oh.
sneezing? Cats are so weird. Oh, are you
Yeah.
gonna throw up a hairball? You're gonna throw up a hairball. Don't do that.
Do it.
Or if you are gonna do it in a place that's easy to clean up. Okay, so. Oh my God, what is going on now? Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh shit, we're live.
Yeah.
I started. Sour cream commercial was on. I just started singing the do a dollop of daisies jingle.
Well, I've been
I'm
recapping.
thinking.
I've been recapping Michael Bay's hit film, Armageddon, for the last 10 minutes of stream time. So.
See, that's the problem with America today. Is we need more solutions like that in real life. You know,
What?
go out and get oil
Oh.
oil drillers to
Steve
drill
Buscemi.
a
I forgot Steve
asteroid.
Buscemi's in this movie.
Yeah.
What's Steve Buscemi's best movie?
Is it Big Lebowski?
I thought you were gonna say Big Lebowski. Fargo, another option.
Yeah, Fargo's a good one too.
His character in 30 Rock.
Yeah. Hello, fellow kids.
I wonder how many people
He's
know where
good.
that meme is from.
Probably not. Like, there's probably a lot of people who know the meme, but not the
Yeah.
source
A
material.
lot of people don't know the meme and not the
He's-
source material. Like, imagine if you told them that's from 30 Rock. Like, how many people even know that Steve Buscemi appears in 30 Rock?
That's a good point.
Like, what's the
He was,
prevailing 30? Is it literally just people know Tina Fey's in it, or do people at least know Alec Baldwin and Tracy Morgan?
They know Alec Baldwin, and they probably know Tracy Morgan the most.
You know, I didn't know Tracy Morgan before 30 Rock. That's my
Really?
Tracy Morgan introduction.
I knew who he was. I don't think I saw like any of his movies or anything he was in.
Oh my God,
Or did.
old late 90s, early 2000s CG also.
Oh, nice. Buscemi was pretty good in season 5 of The Sopranos as Tony Blundetto.
He's also in I'm so used to seeing Buscemi in comedic roles that I just can't imagine him in The Sopranos. Is he funny in that, or is he like very serious?
He has some like comedic moments, but no, he's pretty serious. Yeah, serious may not be the term for it. I don't know. It's a pretty good character with a pretty good arc that season. He also was in the HBO show Boardwalk Empire, which I never watched. So
I have seen 2 episodes of that show. I was all excited when it came out, watched the first 2 episodes, and then in traditional me fashion, never picked it up again.
classic.
Boy, the end of this movie is way longer than I remember. But Bruce Willis is on the asteroid now, I think. Unless that might be, no, it's Alec Baldwin on the asteroid. Oh my God, they only have 19 seconds until something happens.
What do you think happened first?
Oh, it is Bruce Willis. Okay, I missed the part where Bruce Willis put Alec Baldwin back on the rocket.
You mean Ben Affleck?
What did I say? That's Alec Baldwin.
I'm saying Alec Baldwin. That'd be a way different movie, and I actually kind of want to see that cut personally. And Alec Baldwin's just like always be closing.
You love Glengarry Glen Ross more than most people I know love
phenomenal
any movie.
It's such a good movie. I was trying to say something. It was profound too. Oh, what do you think happened first, right? Do you think they got Aerosmith to do the theme song, and then in like a nepo move, Liv Tyler was cast, or do you think it was Liv Tyler was cast and then they got Aerosmith to do the theme song?
Yeah, I think it was because this is this when did Lord of the Rings start coming out? Because Liv Tyler is super famous coming out of Lord of the Rings.
This was before Lord of the Rings. I'm like almost like 98% positive.
So it's before Lord of the Rings. So I'm guessing that it was they wanted to use a song by Aerosmith, and Steven Tyler said, "You can do that as long as my daughter can act in the movie." And they cast her, and they were probably gonna give her some bit part, and she was like actually kind of good, and they were like, "Well, in for a penny."
Yeah.
Like, I also don't think it matters who is in a Michael Bay movie. Like, you don't really need to act.
Right. But I feel like there's like a metaphor there.
I look at a frame of it. Is Ving Rhames in this movie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't remember him being in it.
Maybe it's the guy from Green Mile, and I just saw a frame of a large black man.
Yeah. Ving Rhames is he's Green Book, right?
No, that you're thinking of Viggo Mortensen.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Aragon. Yeah.
Ving Rhames is the black guy from Mission Impossible.
Oh. Oh, he might. No, that's the dude from Green Mile. Probably. You probably got your big black guys mixed up. Racist.
I said I only got a frame of it.
Yeah. So maybe they didn't kill off the token black character. I thought they did. Or was it the fat guy? Someone dies.
I think the fat guy dies.
I think the fat guy dies.
Don't go that way. You can go this way.
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck the stream setup, and people need to know our thoughts on the end of Armageddon that is currently playing on TNT right now.
Is your stream on Discord just frozen, or are you not playing?
I'm not playing. I was watching Armageddon.
Okay.
Here, we can get back to the game.
You said that in a Michael Bay movie you don't really need to act.
Yeah.
And this is kind of me. My first thought was like, yeah, that's why it was perfect for Bruce Willis.
You don't think Bruce Willis is a good actor?
Yeah, he's a good actor, but he falls into like the category of like he's very similar in like all of his roles. Like the way he approaches them, he's just very, you know.
Yeah. What's a weird Bruce Willis role? You know what's a quietly weird Bruce Willis role is Looper.
Yeah, I never saw Looper. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson. You big Ryan Johnson guy? He made Looper.
Yeah, I saw. You said Ryan Johnson, and in my head, I saw Rainn Wilson.
Are you a big Rainn Wilson guy?
No, I just was like, why are you bringing up Dwight? I don't know what you're talking about. Ryan Johnson.
He made Knives Out and the Knives Out sequels, Brick, Looper.
I do like Knives Out. Both the ones that have come out so far, and I'm looking forward to Wake Up, Dead Man.
You said that in such a weird canter. Wake up, Dead Man.
I low-key burped in the middle of it. But I'm not a disgusting person, so I keep my burps in. Like, not in, but like I keep the mouth closed as to not audibly burp, because I was raised right. But,
Hurricanes are up 1-0 on the Devils.
How about that? Let's see, what else has he got going on here? Upcoming, Untitled Star Wars Trilogy Episode 1?
Yeah, he did a Star Wars movie too. He did like Episode 8.
Oh yeah, he did The Last Jedi.
Ooh, guess who just... Oh, wait, never mind. For a second, I just thought Olmark got pulled, but it's just quarter or period break.
He also directed 3 episodes of Breaking Bad.
But which 3, we'll never know.
So guess which one he did 2 in season 5.
Yeah, he did The Fly.
And then, yeah, I was gonna say, guess which one he did.
I knew he did The Fly.
The one that aren't you and your dad on like opposite ends there? Doesn't he think The Fly was a good episode?
I think he hates The Fly, and I've softened on it. Like I used to hate it, but I'm kind of whatever.
Oh, okay. I like it. As a good
did they
term like a good bottle episode. The whole thing is basically shot in the same location.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bottle episode, or depending on your definition, just a filler.
A filler, but I feel like there's something there to like that adds to like the character of Walter White.
This, I don't know if you're watching the sequence of plays that just happened, but it was completely absurd.
In Blitz?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw someone from the Jets laying on the ground. Backwards pass, forwards pass.
I got, they had a turnover on downs at like the 1, and I was stuck in my own end zone basically. And I had a pass that got tipped twice. It told me it got intercepted twice, but both times it got tipped and then dropped, and so it wasn't picked, and I ended up keeping the ball. And then on like 3rd and 31 from inside my 1, I got this huge breakout run from Debo, only for him to fumble the ball.
Doinked in.
Remember who had the triple doink last year?
That sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I had the triple doink.
I need to turn off Armageddon now that it's over.
So you no longer, you now want to close your eyes? You want to fall asleep?
I won't miss you, babe.
You want? Yeah. You want to miss a lot of things.
I want to miss a thing. You big Aerosmith guy?
If people are not watching the stream, just listening to it in the background, they were probably just like, "Whoa, is that Steven Tyler?"
Yeah, how'd they get Steven Tyler on the stream?
Dude, look like a lady.
Third down.
You know, supposedly that song's about a dude who looks like a lady.
Allegedly, it's
reports.
about Mick Jagger.
Oh, I always heard that it was about what's his face from Motley Crue.
Oh, maybe it was. No, I'm pretty sure it's about Mick Jagger. I think you're wrong. I'm gonna find out. Oh, wait. One of the Google autofills is dude looks like a lady Vince Neil. You are very correct. You're very correct. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to brag, but I know my dudes who look like ladies in
I guess
early hair metal.
that makes sense because like Aerosmith started popping off in the 70s and they went into the 80s and like hair metal started and they were probably like everybody was talking about Motley Crue and they didn't like it, which is understandable because Motley Crue is not exactly the most like they're a good band, but like I wouldn't call them the most talented band.
How many hair metal bands are actually good though? Like if we're being honest.
If we are being honest, like Guns N' Roses was extremely talented.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses. I think Guns N' Roses is like the 1A draft pick.
Like yeah, like Slash, phenomenal guitar player. Like technically, like he's phenomenal.
Let's see here.
Hair metal band. It's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. I do
Oh,
love me some good 80s hair metal. Hey, I mean the drummer for Def Leppard only has one arm and he still bangs. So
well, that's what drummers are supposed to do.
good point. But he still bangs hard.
Also,
I saw them in concert when I was in my younger years. It was a banger. It was them in Journey. It was dope. Me and my dad went. I was probably in like middle school.
I saw Motley Crue and Metallica when I was in middle school. 2 different concerts.
Oh, that's a good one though. That's a good one.
Metallica played with Lamb of God.
Oh, local Lamb of
Yeah.
God. They're from Richmond,
We-
PA.
we
Well,
went-
not local for you anymore.
We went and
but
saw it in Richmond.
yeah. Last concert I went to was over the summer. I went and saw the Styx. That was awesome.
Did you have to go out to the Styx to see the Styx?
I didn't. I went out to the amphitheater or whatever it's called now.
Yeah, the T-Mobile presents a AT&T project.
Yeah. They hit all the songs I wanted to hear. They played Mr. Roboto, obviously. And then their encore was Renegade, which is actually my favorite Styx song. I was like, let's effing go. I was a few beers deep. Them tall boys, IPAs. I was having a good old time.
That's not
That
who I
was
wanted to
good
throw it to. I had a guy open. I think I could have scored a touchdown there, but good scramble drill though by Debo. Came back to the quarterback when I was running back and forth there.
I should have bought like beer or something to take a drink every time you said that's not who I meant to go to.
Listen, we're gonna be streaming for another hour or so. Feel free to go get a beer and a sandwich if you want.
That's all right. I'll leave the stream.
Oh, come on. Fucking Garrett Wilson. Oh, someone scored in the Dodgers-Phillies game. I don't know who, but I saw a 1.
Oh, shit.
What, you had the under?
No, I forgot that. I didn't forget, but I just remembered. Does that make sense?
I didn't forget, but I just remembered.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should say it just clicked that because Thursday Night Football is only on Amazon Prime, and I don't think I have Prime set up on this TV, so we'll see that.
Is it only on Amazon Prime? That's not a.
It is. I just googled it
too very often because I have Amazon on everything because I live alone with my tech cave.
I mean, I have Amazon Prime, but I don't think I'm logged in on this TV where I'm at.
That sounds good right now. Winky's chicken sandwich.
Oh, their spicy chicken sandwich. It's a weakness of mine.
What's a strength of yours?
Poor impulse control.
It's not a strength.
I'm really good at that.
That's like when someone in an interview says, "What do you think one of your weaknesses?" And you go, "Oh, I'm just too willing to sacrifice everything in my life for the company."
I'd say I'm too hard of a worker. I try too hard. I care too much.
I'm willing to let any corporation exploit me for whatever gains they need.
I'm too successful. I make too much money for the people I work for. What do you say? Like in an interview, when if you ever get like the what would you say your biggest weakness is question in an interview?
Talkative.
What'd you say? You're too talkative? Okay. I had an interview one time, and they said, "What's your biggest weakness?" And I thought, like, here's the moment for like, we all earn brownie points for like humility, you know, and being like brutally honest. And I was like, I have to say that, you know, I'm the kind of guy who, if my shift starts at 8, I'm always going to be there, but I'm going to be there at 8. Not a right answer, Adam. Not a right answer. Thought they'd appreciate the honesty. They'd be like, yeah, this guy's a straight shooter. I like the cut of his jib. But no.
What is a jib, and how do you cut it?
Usually with like a bread knife, I think.
Put some spicy chicken between those patties.
What is a jib? Jib has several meanings, most commonly referring to oh, wait. It's jib? It's JIB, isn't it?
Yeah, because a GIB is a camera thing.
Gib. Yeah, gib. Jib, a triangular stay sail set forward on the forwardmost mast.
Of course.
Or 2, the projecting arm of a crane. All right, hold on. Meaning of cut of your jib. Let's see what that is. Meaning of the cut of your jib. The cut of your jib refers to a person's general appearance, manner, or style, indicating a positive impression of the character or demeanor. The phrase originates from the 18th century sailing.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be this.
From 18th century sailing, where the distinctive shape, cut of a ship's jib sail could identify its nationality and, by extension, whether it was friendly or hostile. So there you go, people. You tune into this stream. You're like, wow, I'm glad I did right now because I didn't know.
We promised you two things when you tune into this stream. 1, recaps of Armageddon on TNT, and 2, explanations for what a jib is.
Yep. So go ahead and get those super chats in and give us your money now. Like, subscribe, share,
retumble.
Yeah, screenshot the whole thing and post it on Pornhub. We'll take any kind of publicity we can get.
Chatterbait. Now that we can
Chatterbait.
now that we can stream 2 webcams at once, get us set up on Chatterbait any day now.
As long as one person doesn't corrupt their webcam, just saying.
And turn into a little microphone guy. You didn't like the little microphone guy? I like the little microphone guy.
I did.
I thought he was cute.
Do you like my Duval gift I threw in there?
Where?
In the podcast.
I don't think I saw it.
You edited it. Maybe it wasn't a part where you like had to correct the audio. So I'm guessing you probably had it just like, you're probably doing something and then had it playing, right? And whenever you heard like something audio-wise that needed to be corrected, like a pause cut out or something, then you just went and cut that.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. That's why you didn't see it. Oh, okay.
How much work did it take for you to get a Duval gift thrown in there?
Oh, it's very easy.
Okay.
Downloaded the gift and OBS went to add scene image, and then when you asked me, I was talking about something, and you were like, "Well, who's winning the AFC South then?" And you're like, "Oh, you're gonna say the Jags," and I was like, "Who's gonna win the AFC South? Who do you think's gonna win the AFC South?" And I clicked the little button, and it was Liam Cohen going Duval. I was very proud of myself. You didn't even notice.
I added in the clips of Kyler taking the snap to the face and also Gannon committing a workplace violence crime.
Oh, I actually had that set up to where like the video set up in my thing where I could have clicked it and it would have showed on my camera, but I never did.
That's fine. I got taken care of. I added it.
Yeah, we were on the same wavelength though.
Same page, same wavelength. That's what I like about us. You know, we're always on the same wavelength. We're telling you how you cut your jib. It's town alone for you.
Telling you how to cut your jib.
I would say
I like to cut your jib, but let me tell you how to do it. Are we doing any of these things you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, whenever. We just got off on a tangent talking about our normal, odd stuff. Oh, Laramie
Yeah, I mean,
Tunsil
it is your fault.
Well, we could start off. I don't know. How much do you actually know about this this rumored Giannis trade thing? Did you hear about this?
I just saw it today on, I think at work I had First Take on the TV, and when Horace was talking about how back in August they had talk of, like the Knicks in Milwaukee had some talks about a potential trade. Obviously, it didn't happen.
Yeah, and it also, like, that's reportedly, if Giannis is going to go anywhere, that's the only place that he wants to go, is New York.
New York.
But what I wanted to know is how many possible iterations of that trade do you actually think makes New York a better team?
Well, I mean, I think to make numbers work, like, you know, obviously, like numbers, and also due to, like, we still have Mitchell Robinson. How many bigs do we need that we're gonna want in the starting five?
Well, the problem is you move Cat. Awesome. It's Mitchell Robinson, Huck Porty, and Gershon Yabusele as your bigs.
That's true. So I mean, if we could somehow convince him to take, I mean, like, if in that case, then you're going to like OG or Mikal as our biggest contracts that we would get rid of. We obviously would never get rid of Jalen Brunson. So yeah, you'd be looking at some kind of package. I mean, in my head, obviously, I'm like, you know, Cat and Giannis on the court together. Like, let's just go Twin Towers, buddy, with like little man Jalen Brunson just running around there.
It would definitely help your defense a little bit to have Giannis on the floor with them, but it also helps your defense to have Mitchell Robinson out there. It's just playoff teams pick on that combination between Cat and Brunson.
Yeah, I mean, I like Cat. I think Cat is a phenomenal player. I think sometimes he gets discredited, but I do have the same frustrations with Cat that I think Timberwolves fans have with them, where it's like in big games, most importantly the playoffs, it was like a coin flip every night. Like, are you going to impose your will with the talent that you have to make a difference, or are you going to take the night off?
Yeah.
It's just it's frustrating. So, but yeah, I mean, I would love it if we got Giannis. I mean, I don't like. There's not really any iteration of a trade for Giannis that you could have told me, as long as it didn't have the names Brunson or Josh Hart in it. I'd be like, all right, well, I mean, tough loss, but we got an MVP.
So
who's still in his prime.
Like, if it was, so you can't trade Mikal Bridges until February because of when he signed.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at switching over to the football game.
Yeah, NBA is so dumb with some of their
rules,
caveats. Yeah.
But you can't trade Robinson until February. So if you want to get the trade done this summer, it would be like OG, Josh Hart. Who else? Do you guys have any young people that matter, or any picks?
Juice.
Yeah, maybe Miles McBride. Probably some picks.
Oh yeah, I watched a wrestling pay-per-view on this TV. That's why I'm already logged in.
Oh yeah, I watched that with you.
Yeah.
But I think that your depth gets scooped out then, which wouldn't have mattered as much last year since Tibbs didn't play your depth. But now that you have Mike Brown, Brown's actually going to like play players from your bench. Like Gershon Yabusele is actually going to get minutes.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how that's going to go. because it's either going to be like, wow, we should have been playing some of these depth guys more. We're keeping our starters fresh. These guys aren't too bad. Or it's going to be like, my God, the Knicks depth is terrible, and they have no choice but to play their starters. This is why Tibbs did it this way.
Yeah, but Tibbs did it that way for every team. And I mean, like, I like
Right.
some of your depth pieces that didn't really see the floor. Like, I mean, you know, obviously Deuce McBride came on a little bit later, but, like, in the regular season, you're telling me there wasn't more than 9 minutes a night for Landry Shamet?
Yeah, I mean, he's got that Shamet face, so you can only put him out there so long.
Before everyone turns off the TV.
Yeah.
We got kickoff coming up in Giants Eagles. Did you have any thoughts on the Monday night game? We really didn't get to touch on it much for the podcast.
I mean, one more time for the boys out there in Florida. Duval. It was. I mean, I think a few things. One, it was amazing to see the whistles go against the Chiefs for once. Obviously, like on that game-winning drive when it appeared Trevor Lawrence threw a game-stealing interception that it was pass interference. I was like, how does that feel, Kansas City? Doesn't feel good, does it? Getting bailed out. The game-winning touchdown was wild.
Yeah. Have you seen what Chris Jones has been talking about with this? How he's been in the news over it?
He just stood still, and then he like did like a fake jog at the end. Like, what is that?
Yeah, it's a big. This is one of those moments where I'm like, hey Chris, I would like to introduce. I was talking about this before you got here. Hey Chris, I would like to introduce you to my PR theory, which is just don't talk about it. Just say nothing.
Right. There's nothing you could say about that that's going to come across good. You know.
Philly's opening return. Oh, maybe that was a run. Saquon just got like 12 yards on his first run.
Oh, that's probably good. He finally started doing that because he's averaging a whopping. I didn't have it written down. He's having a slightly down year. Yeah, there's like nothing good to say about that. And like I remember after Bama lost to Florida State earlier in the year, there was one of the plays where there was like a defender that was like jogging as a Florida State player like broke away and was running downfield in the end zone. And everybody on Twitter like singled that dude out.
You might want to live bet any Saquon overs that you still can at a decent
Yeah,
price.
might be a good idea. But everybody like singled that dude out, and they were like, "This is disgusting. This would never happen under Nick Saban." So it was kind of similar to that, except NFL players, so they don't get as much flack for it. But yeah, I mean, it was like, what the hell are you doing? At the same time, his thought process could have been like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Or that he thought that
Right.
the play was already over. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, there's. Let's be fair. Had he picked up steam and sprinted over there, I don't think he was making it to him in time to stop it. Right. So it's really people are just upset about the appearance of hustle and not giving up on a play there because he wasn't going to get there anyway. I don't think.
Yeah, I think it was the appearance. It's kind of like the famous Cam Newton in the Super Bowl where they fumble the snap and he doesn't get back on top of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I mean, at that point they were down like 20 points, and I don't really know what you expected out of them, but
Right.
big
Yeah,
play.
and then also, I mean that drive there at the end. I mean, there was some throws throughout that game where it was like, especially that game-winning drive when T-Law just dropped the ball into the bucket of Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
in between two defenders on the sideline.
He had the sick Brian Thomas throw and the sick Travis Hunter throw.
Yeah, and it was just those moments where you're like, oh, there it fucking is. Let's go, T-Law. There it is. Let's go. You just wish you could get it more consistently.
Yeah,
But
no.
this could be a sign. Is Liam Cohen unlocking the Trevor Lawrence that we know has been within him all these years?
Is he laying down to law?
Is he laying down the law? Yeah, for someone who has a lot of stock in Liam Cohen and the Jaguars, I was very happy.
You know,
also,
I feel like preseason I was the Liam Cohen guy, and I don't know how I lost that mantle.
you did, yeah. You were like trying to sell me on him. And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. And then after like 2-3 weeks into the season, I was like, no, yeah, Cohen's a dude. I'm seeing the Cohen effect.
Is there a Cohen Brothers joke here somewhere?
No, I don't think so.
42-yard field goal. Philly takes the lead, 3-0. With that, we're going to go to a Warby Parker commercial with everyone's favorite failed QB prospect.
It was also nice because
That is a dark-skinned Chase Brown.
With obviously the Chiefs losing again and the Lamar-less Raiders losing, I was like, even with the Bills losing Sunday night, I was like, holy shit, we might actually finally get the 1 seed. Like, after all these years, we have an easy schedule. We could actually do it.
Have you guys never had?
I don't know.
Who was the 1 seed last year? Was it Baltimore?
First down.
Oh yeah, because you played. No, was it? You played.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they won all those games by 1 score. You played Denver in the wild card.
Wild card, and then we played Baltimore in the divisional.
And ate their fucking lunch.
Yeah, Mark Andrews couldn't catch him with the pressure. Crumbled.
And then the next game, Dalton Kincaid couldn't catch under the pressure.
Sure. Sure.
What is? You think? Like, hey,
But
if
it shouldn't even come down to that.
if you had infinite chops at the plate, you think you could?
Okay, you just cut me off.
Think you could hit a
just
fastball?
You just didn't give me a chance to go on my rant about that game and what was actually a first down. But if you give me what can I do?
Infinite chops at the plate. You think you can? You could hit a fastball?
Like a major league fastball?
Yeah, not one thrown by your nephew.
Hey, my one nephew's a very good baseball player. I'll have you know.
What kind of heat's he throwing?
He's throwing heat.
Does he have a breaking ball?
You got slider, breaking ball, changeup. Not really. He doesn't ever from what I hear. I haven't been to any of his games. I hear he doesn't pitch much. But he's been hitting them doubles, them triples, them singles, them. I don't think he's hitting home runs.
Yeah. What's his whip?
What do you want? What do you want? Dude, his whip is so high. He whips Andy Nene's when he goes out and plays.
I knew you were gonna say that as soon as I said whip.
Infinite chances, you said?
Yeah.
I could get lucky once, I think. I could get lucky. It wouldn't be skill based. It would just be probability based. I'd get lucky once.
So at a certain point, you just start swinging at everything, and once you connect, it's all over.
I eventually connect with one. Probably wouldn't be great connection. Probably be a pop fly, caught by the shortstop, something. But I think I could. Or maybe I go yard with it. You know?
Think you going yard? Oh,
I could go yard with it.
That's got a dink field goal. A doink. I called it a dink. Which makes it seem so much worse for some reason. Like a dink field goal seems significantly worse than a doink field goal.
Yeah, I feel like it's a doink when it goes in and you make it, but when it doesn't, it's a dink. when it bounces out and you don't make it, he dinked it. He's a dinker.
He's a dinker. Mike, during the podcast we weren't able to get to the topic, and I know you have a lot of notes on it. So did you want to give us any of your stock up, stock downs?
Oh, sure. Well, one stock up was the vibes, the Duval vibes. We already touched on that, so I won't belabor the point. Stock up. I owe an apology to Sam Darnold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, he hasn't played the toughest of defenses, but second in passing grade among QBs who have had 50% of dropbacks of the league median or average. At 90.5, the only man ahead of him is the legend, the man who ages like fine wine. Almost did it again. Matt Stafford.
Did you call him Drew Stafford?
Yeah, and this is really a stock up for Darnold and the Seahawks. I gotta say, Mike McDonald has this team playing better than what's the term? The sum of its parts. Better than on paper. They are playing better than that right now, especially defensively, in my opinion. So that shows in his coaching. So yeah, stock up for the Seahawks. I know they lost a close one to the Bucks, but stock up on the Seahawks.
Not on the Bucks though.
I mean, the stock's just there in the Bucks. They are there. The Bucks are going to be the one score game team this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna look back on it. They're gonna have a good record, and then the next year, if they have a bad record, you're gonna look back and go, "Oh, they won 6 games by 1 score late. Maybe we should have, factored that in." Do you want another stock up?
Yeah.
The Pats. They're ahead of schedule. What else is there to say? They took down the Bills, who have been ruling the division ever since Brady left. But I wasn't confident as a Bills fan. I wasn't confident in that game going into it. I've had to face the pain of praising the Patriots and the moves they've made ever since they got the worst coach in college football this season out of the building. And there's that.
Wait, when was Steve Sarkisian in the building?
How dare you? It is also like it makes so much sense. Like going into that game, everybody should have went and bet Diggs overs.
Yeah, he went fucking nutso in that one.
Like I said, like Diggs is petty.
You know what I didn't realize? Jalen Carter's out.
Oh, that's good for my Cam Scotabo stuff. But yeah, like everybody knows, like Diggs he constantly carries like not a chip, like a whole like container of Lay's potato chips on his shoulder, and he's petty, and so it makes sense that he would all of a sudden just go nuclear, not just against the Bills, but in Buffalo. Yeah, I mean it really isn't surprising how like the game went entirely. So, but yeah, the Patriots are ahead of schedule, winning that game. This team looks good this year, and I won't be surprised if when is the next time they play?
It's pretty late in the season.
Yeah, it is week 15, and I won't be surprised if come that game, it's like, all right, this is probably deciding who's going to win this division, because the Bills have an easy schedule, and between that game, prior to that game, the Patriots play Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Bucks, Jets, Bengals, Giants. That's pretty easy as well.
Do you have the Thursday night game on anything?
I do.
Did you?
I was looking down at my computer.
So you didn't see your boy Jackson Dart with the sickest sack dodge of the year?
I didn't.
Also with the sickest YOLO ball that ended up in a completion on Jihad Campbell somehow. Jackson Dart, good. Oh my God, he just did it again.
Oh,
my
Tutty,
God.
Let's go.
What a drive
JD.
from Jackson Dart. That was some hero ball shit.
You know what's funny? I was making that parlay. I was like, I feel like I should put Jackson Dart anytime Tutty in this. And I was like, no, let's not get crazy now. Let's just put Abdul Carter sack in there. Let's not get crazy. Look at that. Giants beating the bad vibes Eagles. You love to see it.
Imagine if you had first touchdown score Jackson Dart.
That'd probably pay out big.
$4, $5?
I mean, if you bet probably like 10 cents on it, or like 50 cents on it, maybe $4 or $5.
I can't believe Philly's got out of that, only giving up one run.
I got a weird one here, Adam.
This is stock up still.
I think it's a stock up. You could take it and be like, no, this is actually a stock down.
Okay.
Just hear me out, this whole diatribe. So stock up. The Ravens to have their usual cliche second half surge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I get it. Right now, the injury report is still long. Lamar has hammy issues. He might not play this week against the Rams. And the team whiffed on their top draft picks, right? Mike Green, not good.
We already declared that?
Yeah. When we talked about this on the podcast, I remembered who their first pick was, and he's not playing good.
Malachi Starks.
Yeah, Malachi Starks. Not playing good at all. They whiffed on their top draft picks. Lamar might not be playing this week. Like I said, if they lose this game, they're going to fall to 1-5. Sky is falling. How do you make the playoffs at 1-5? Well, here's their next 8 weeks, Adam. They have a bye. Then they're at home against Chicago. They're in Miami. They're in Minnesota. They're at Cleveland. They're home against the Jets, home against the Bengals, home against Pittsburgh, and at Cincinnati. And then their last 3 games are... Yes. And their last 3 games are harder. It's Patriots, at the Packers, and then at the Steelers again, depending on what you think of the Steelers. I think they're a pretty ball team. So I won't be surprised if we get a stupid second half surge and they still make the playoffs. However, you can also turn this and say stock down on the Ravens. Well, it's obviously stock over on the Ravens getting the 1 seed.
Stock over.
You have 4 losses. Stock over.
Stock out of business. Stock Enron.
They took it off the board. It's off the market. Yeah. So, I mean, you could take all the first things I said and say, no, this is actually stock down Ravens. They might not make the playoffs, but I think the way the schedule's set up, Lamar comes back, defense gets healthy, and they go on their stupid Ravens great second half of the season, and then come like late in the year, they're playing a game against a good team. They win, and people are like, "Oh, Ravens playing the best football. They're locked in right now, going into the playoffs," and then they lose.
So you're stock up on the Ravens, stock down on the Ravens.
In a weird way. In a weird way.
Not in the way you're saying it, though. God.
Yeah. You want some stock downs?
Yeah. I live for the stock down, Mike.
Live for the stock downs? Yeah. Chargers are on fraud watch. Chargers are on
how dare you?
fraud
How,
watch
how
right
dare
now.
you have them lose to my team and that puts them on fraud watch? I'm insulted, Mike.
No, it's not that they lost to your team. The Commies are a good team. The Chargers are supposed to be a good team, and they lost by 3 scores. You lost by 3 scores a week after you lost to the Giants.
Well, as we are seeing now, Giants are elite, Mike. You see that
Like,
Jackson
what are
Dart
we
touchdown
doing?
run?
That's true. You lost to the Giants. You beat Denver by 3 points when Denver wasn't playing good.
Was
In
that
a
on
weird way,
a last-second field goal block or something too, or something like that?
Yeah, it was on something crazy.
There was some chicanery.
Also, technically a 2-score win, but you only put up 20 on the Raiders. Like it's fraudulent. It's fraudulent. I think Denver wins this division. I think somehow, despite being at what, Chiefs are what, 2-3 now?
Yeah.
Like I think they're still completely alive in this division. Yeah. So stock down on the Chargers, and I'm putting them in fraud watch, which is a bummer, because I'm a big Jim Harbaugh guy. You know, I like Justin Herbert. I want this team to work, but I'm not feeling good right now.
When are we gonna do another coach draft? Should gear that up soon.
Mid-season, right?
Yeah, probably.
We'll check in. Yeah.
We already did our next mock draft, right? That was in October. That was in September. I'm always thinking about
We did in
content.
September.
Did we do one in October though?
No, we did. I think we did like end of September. I think it was like what, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We maybe have done our last mock draft.
Probably double check that. See if it was on the rundown. Always thinking about content, Mike. You know, that's the way my brain works. Not thinking about stock up, stock
content.
down. Thinking about content up, content down. You know.
That's right. Stock down. Pete Carroll.
A gum chewing motherfucker.
Yeah, the roster's not good. I get that, but God, this team sucks. They're playing bad football.
The roster's not good. I get that, but God, this team sucks.
Like, to a certain level, you would think Pete Carroll, as a head coach, would have an effect on this team. That even if the roster isn't great by NFL standards, that he would still get them to play a little bit above that and be more competitive. And they really haven't been competitive in any game. I mean, they beat the Patriots to start the year. I think that was more just like teams come out of the gate. Some of them come out of the gate a little slow week 1, because you can't, even with preseason, you can't simulate the feel of like an actual real game. But then they've just been like lifeless since then. The one game that was like actually close was when they totally blew a lead against the Bears and lost.
That was which was absurd.
At home. Yeah, where Geno threw like 27 interceptions. Geno's playing terrible. Geno, he had better receivers and a slightly better offensive line. In Seattle last year, he wasn't this bad. Like, how bad he is this year is such a stark drop-off that it like comes down to like coaching staff and like Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll, basically like the entire Raiders coaching staff. Massive stock down.
Yeah, if we were doing like washed watch, I think Chip Kelly's on a massive washed watch right now.
Along with Pete Carroll. Like, let's keep in mind, this dude is 74.
No spring chicken, some would say.
No spring chicken. At some point, the game just passes you by, and your message doesn't get across to the modern crop. of
Not even
players.
the message, just like your defensive scheme. Like, yeah, Pete Carroll was great when he was like a hype guy who knew how to get players going, and he had like Gus Bradley and Dan Quinn inventing the cover 3 scheme.
Yeah.
But now it's like, all right, what are you doing new for the league now? What is Chip Kelly doing new? Chip Kelly's not even running the Chip Kelly shit that I remember Chip Kelly for. And I get that he went to college and it's like, oh, Chip Kelly's better now. He's not gonna just like run 95 plays a game and run everything in hurry up and all that. But like they're between the tackles game, which once again, offensive line's bad, but they're between the tackles game is pretty mundane.
Yeah. I mean, you think like Chip Kelly did well as the offensive coordinator at Ohio State. Obviously, they won a national championship. And he was paid
But
very, very well.
That's
to
easy
be a
to do.
part of that. Well, it's college. And there's like a few factors. Also, you can't discount the fact that he was on a staff where head coach is Ryan Day, who's an offensive-minded head coach who's had a lot of success in the area in the past. So like those two together should have a damn good offense in college, and now he goes to the NFL, where I feel like we already once as a head coach saw his approach not work, and so even as a coordinator, I think it was questionable as to whether or not it was going to work. And like when I mean, this goes back a little farther, but like his time at UCLA, when he returned to college and was the head coach at UCLA, it went terrible.
Yeah.
So like he really ever since Oregon, it didn't work in the NFL the first time. Didn't work at UCLA. He had one good season at Ohio State when he was paired with a head coach who was also a very strong offensive mind, and that got him back in the NFL. And are we surprised it's not working? Like, we really shouldn't be surprised it's not working.
When is Ryan Day going to finally join the NFL? You know, go to the big leagues, try to actually win something that matters.
Why would you take a pay cut?
To prove that you're not just a shill who only can coach against 14-year-olds.
I think there's something to be said about what it takes to be a successful college head coach.
2 touchdowns for the New York Giants. And
God damn it.
What?
I benched Wandale. I didn't start him.
I started him in something.
Last stock down I had written down here for the podcast. This could be a hot take. All right, everybody get out your burn cream, because this take's going to be so hot. Stock down on the Packers getting the 1 seed or possibly even winning their division.
Yeah, that was short-lived, eh? They had those
very short-lived.
2 weeks to start the season where they crushed twice, and now, whoops.
They're coming off of they have the weird tie, which is like kissing your sister, which is not right.
I thought you meant it was hot.
No. The defense, that was like, oh my God, Murderers Row defense. Like, Dallas's offense is really good. Like, that is true. But 1 tackle for loss. It was the 1 sack by Micah Parsons. That was it. Dallas's offensive line is solid. It's not a world beater.
Although they're gonna have a tough week this week with Tyler Booker out.
Yeah, exactly. They hit on that draft pick. Like, that's not great. And also, this offense is inconsistent. No wide receiver of their group of wide receiver 2s has really like broken out like 2 weeks in a row. Their leading receiver in yards and yards per reception is Tucker Kraft, which I think I mentioned on the pod and talking about him in the Survivor Pool segment. Also, Josh Jacobs is averaging 3.3 a carry.
That's sad.
That's sad. What is happening? Like, this Packers offense isn't what we thought it was 2 weeks into the year. Like, we already saw, like, the Browns just, like, shut them down in that one game.
Which game?
And now, like, the game where they played them and lost.
Oh, got it. I didn't know if they shut them down in the Dallas game.
No. And obviously, they put up numbers in the Dallas game, but, like, let's be honest, who's not going to put up numbers against, like, Russell Wilson?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the Commies to play Dallas twice this year. Like, yeah. I'm not guaranteeing a win by any stretch because Dak Prescott's playing like a fucking MVP candidate. But I'm just excited to watch the Commanders have 400 yards of offense.
Yeah, if anybody's ever like, oh, is the Dallas defense really that bad? Week 2, Russell Wilson, 30 of 41 for 450 yards. Yeah, their defense is that bad. All right, so Green Bay should have cooked against them, but in other games, it just hasn't. Outside of like game 1, or once again, game 1 against Detroit, like I said, week 1 can be weird for teams because it's like your first actual game experience you're getting, so it can be weird. So yeah, they
then
beat
week
them.
2 on a short week against the Commanders team.
Right, and also in both those games, I want to point out, like, both those games you were on, like, man, like, the Packers offense, Jordan Love, they put up 27 in each game. They didn't even break 30.
Really?
and we were ready to, like, anoint them. It's just interesting. Yeah, and then once again, right after that, Browns come in, hold them, or they go to Cleveland, get held to 10, and then they get a tie against the Cowboys, only get 1 tackle for loss out of this defense that was supposed to be nails thanks to the addition of Micah Parsons. Josh Jacobs, that's the biggest thing that shocked me looking into this team, where I was like, what happened to Josh Jacobs? Like, that's the most mind.
I got a text. I got a text from my dad, and I was hoping it was going to be a really good stream hot take, and it really wasn't.
What if he was like, hey, what happened to Josh Jacobs? Are you watching?
He was just saying that Brian Dable is going to buy himself another year at this rate. Which, so far, you're going to be like, Brian Daboll. But really, like, Jackson Dart had a ridiculous touchdown run, and then Wan'Dale Robinson had an absurd broken tackle touchdown run.
Yeah. Wan'Dale Robinson, a member of the all-transfer portal team that I said I was going to update yearly and haven't.
I forgot.
Might be time to yeah, might be time to finally do that.
Are you going to get me on Saturday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have on Saturday and our wrestling preview up tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have on Saturday, on Friday.
I'll probably have the wrestling preview up tonight if you're happy with your blurbs.
Did you write your other ones?
No, but I will, and I'll give you a heads up once we're done here. I also need to make the art for it.
I don't want to glaze myself. That sounds inappropriate, but I was pretty happy with some of my blurbs.
It's like kissing your sister. You just end up glazing yourself.
I'm definitely watching the stream back and clipping that.
I'm turning into like a modern NFL offense where I start everything with sending someone in motion and then back.
Oh, AJ Brown caught a ball.
In the NFL?
In the NFL.
Good for him. I was wondering where that kid was going to end up somewhere good.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, that guy was in double coverage anyway, so. That was a hard catch, too. Hard degree of difficulty. This would be a big offensive game, I guess. I don't know about you, but I wasn't super expecting that.
Wait, did the Giants go for 2 or did they miss
Missed the extra point.
I would fire my kicker. I would tell him to hit the showers. I'll have the long snapper kick it. Like, I don't like, you miss an extra point, you're garbage to me.
You keeping an eye on hockey at all?
No. But I can. What's the
Didn't even make it a full weekend before you stopped caring about this NHL season, eh?
Dude, we're streaming. We got football on. The Sabres are still down 1-0 at the end of 2. What do you want from me?
Update on the other games?
Well, Adam, what we have going on tonight is the Canadians are smacking the Red Wings 5-1. Panthers Flyers tied at 1 apiece. Penguins are up 3-2 on the Islanders.
So my Penguins #1 draft pick has got to be our worst pick from that draft, right?
No, it's a long season. I've seen some Sabres teams be on fire for the first like 3 weeks and then finish in the basement. So, Blackhawks Bruins tied 2-2.
I keep trying to put that game on, but it's not showing on my local broadcast for whatever reason. Or maybe I just can't put it in the multi-screen.
Casey Middlestat and Tanner Janot with the goals for Casey Middlestat. Let's go for the goals for the Bruins. And who's out here? Who's out here with a 2-point performance? Connor Bedard. 1 goal, 1 assist, and he also has 1 goal on 1 shot on goal. That's 100% shooting percentage, Adam. Don't you feel dumb now?
Should have taken him for best shooting percentage.
I could make an omelet with all that yolk on your face right now.
I haven't heard that one before. Is that like a thing that people say?
That's a Mike Regan original.
Classic MR. Wow, what are you doing, Kat? Are you looking at this right now? What are you doing? I have a cat. Ow! I have a cat trying to climb me. I'm in the middle of a football game. Ow!
Ow!
Fucking sake, cat. Got a claw stuck in my chest.
Damn it.
What?
The Hurricanes' first game of the year, they've scored 1 goal. I was really hoping it was going to be a shorty. I was like, see? Call the competition off. Stop the count. I won.
We got a 4-point game here in NFL Blitz.
What you were talking about. For a second there, I looked up at the TV screen. I was like, huh? I don't even know how they would do that. Well,
Yeah,
I guess they scored a touchdown and missed the extra point. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point. That's exactly how they would do it. Or if they scored a field goal and then on the kickoff,
Another field goal.
Other team, the Giants fumbled it and they kicked another field goal.
Yeah. Let's get that Abdul Carter sack here, boys. Let's get the old AC sack.
Second down.
Set the fucking tone.
Set the fucking tone. You can set it.
Who's going to set it? That garbage play call. Touchdown.
That's some fantasy entropy. Is anyone starting Dallas Goedert in any of our leagues this week?
I don't know. I forget he exists, except for every Eagles game when he does something. I'm like, oh yeah, Dallas Goedert.
My first championship in that league, I won because of a Dallas Goedert midseason trade.
I feel like you got to get his number tattooed on you.
It's gonna be easy. It's 88.
Well, I mean, any number would be easy to get tattooed on you. I don't know why
Not-
you said that one.
Not 6,125,402.7. That'd be a lot to get tattooed on you.
That would. I'm gonna get pi tattooed. I'm gonna start behind my ear and go all the way down to my ankle. See how many digits we can get to?
Honestly, I don't think that's been done before. I think it'd be kind of a cool tattoo. I'm like 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions this game, I think.
Big response here. I'm thinking
Big response
my boy
from the Dirty
Scadaboo.
Birds.
Big Scadaboo's probably about to break off. Big run.
Big run for
Oh,
Big
you got Tubby
Scadaboo.
here? Dude, big run for Big Scadaboo.
I don't think Scadaboo is capable of big runs.
Oh, he's capable of big runs. You didn't watch enough Arizona State football last year. It's
I-
disgusting.
In fact, didn't watch any Arizona State football.
Not even when he balled out against Texas in the playoffs.
No, but that's
Or
when
he
I
was
remember people
he was-
talking about him.
He was throwing touchdowns. He was catching touchdowns.
Hitting overs.
Hitting unders.
Do you have any other? Do we finish the rundown? Is there anything else on there?
Yeah, that was on my stock up, stock down. So the only other thing you got on the rundown were
Oh, games of the week for week 3.
games of
Why
the
did I say
week,
week 3?
Mike's college corner,
Oh, you want to do some college corner?
and opinions on the Hamas-Israel situation currently.
Ceasefire.
Was
You
on
know, looking
Yes,
to
man.
broker some peace here. And
Yeah.
it's all thanks to Donald Trump.
Thanks to Donald Trump. I heard a good joke where, because you know how like the Navy Air Force game, this like to everybody's surprise went way over last week.
Yeah.
A little cheesy, but someone was like, well, "We should have figured that during a government shutdown, the armed forces wouldn't play defense." I'm like, oh,
That's pretty good.
it's so funny.
You want to do some college corner though?
Hey, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about college, John?
Well, I mean, for starters, who's Texas
Keep-
playing?
Team me up. Oh, Texas? We got the Red River Shootout. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I still call it by its original name. Unlike you snowflakes, it's the Red River Shootout. Okay.
Not the showdown shit.
That showdown shit. Last time I checked, let me go to covers.com, see what they have. I guess I'll give them free shoutouts.
Yeah. Now covers.com's not going to give us any of their ad money they were going to give to us.
I had to make so much money off of us. Yeah, so the line is still the same as it was earlier in the week. -1.5 for Texas.
Oklahoma's bad too, though, right? So that makes sense.
No, Oklahoma's good. That's with them most likely playing their backup quarterback. Now, originally, Mateer had surgery on his hand, and the original call was best case scenario. He could possibly be back for their next game against South Carolina. But now there's been talk in scuttlebutt that he's pushing to try to be ready to play for this game. I think that 1.5 might still be based on Michael Hawkins playing because Texas just hasn't looked good. It's a neutral site game too, so throw out.
Yeah, it's in the Red River.
They literally play in a river.
Yeah. And it's red because of their blood.
Yeah, they actually don't play football; they play polo. It's pretty
Marco
wild.
or the other one?
Yes, Marco Polo. Fish out of water. That's one of the big games here. I don't feel great for Arch. Oklahoma's a very good defense. So Brent Venables, their head coach, is obviously a defensive guy. For people who don't know, he came to, what's the term? His claim to
Justice.
fame that led to him becoming a head coach was he was the defensive coordinator for Clemson when Clemson was a monster and winning national titles. So he's kind of good. So like we saw Matt Patricia of all things. Didn't expect that would work so well, but we saw him throw a bunch of different looks at Arch that confused him. We saw the Gators last week.
Like cover 1, and cover 2.
Saying week 1 especially, Patricia was like Ohio State was coming up to the line, and Arch was like, "Yeah, I got what they're going for," and then the ball would snap, and he'd be like, "Oh, that's not what I thought they were doing." So he disguised a lot of coverages. The Gators threw a lot at him last week that messed him up. So I think Venables probably also. Over under 43.5. If Michael Hawkins plays, I take the under. If Mateer plays, I would just, depending on how the line shifts, I would just hammer Oklahoma. Personally, because even the Oklahoma, like the craziest part, not to go on a rant, or ramble, but the craziest part about Texas getting upset by Florida, not the craziest part, but the most eye-opening part was they just got dominated at the line of scrimmage. Like Florida was able to run the ball, they were protecting DJ, and on the flip side, like they were constantly in the backfield coming after Arch. Texas already wasn't good at running the ball, but it was non-existent in this game. Like it was unreal. So like a team that they tried to retool what they lost in the transfer portal, and against Ohio State, it didn't look too bad. I was like, this might work. Everything could be okay. But no, they got totally tore up against Florida. Their defense didn't look great. DJ Lagway had his best game in a while, which thank God, because I have so much DJ stock where if it didn't work, I'd be bankrupt. I'd be doing this stream from a cardboard box in an alley.
On Chatterbait.
On Chatterbait. Flicking my bean for those donos. Okay. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we get a shirt that says "Flicking my bean" for those donos?
So yeah, Texas is they're in a bad spot, and we'll see how this game goes. But I'm honestly on Oklahoma even with Michael Hawkins playing, and if Mateer ends up miraculously getting healthy and playing, then I'm heavy on Oklahoma.
While we're talking about that, we also have Ohio State, Illinois this week, right?
Yeah.
That's the game of the week, I assume? That's what everyone's got circled on all their calendars?
Probably not.
What's the game of the week, then? They're both ranked.
They are both ranked, and this is the best team, hands down, that Ohio State has played. It's also on the road. It's still a 14-point spread. It's still a two touchdown spread because Ohio State's really freaking good. I'm not worried about them in this game. The other games that are probably circled, to go back to that, are one, Oregon, Indiana, and then.
By the way, it's got a last-second touchdown to win.
I saw that. Very nice. 48-46. Exactly what you'd expect the score of Commies Houston to be this season.
Yeah. You expect the Texans to put up 46 points, right? And allow 48.
Right. In the Big Ten, Oregon, Indiana. Should be very fun. And then SEC, there's a few games that are going to be good, but probably the headliner outside of Red River, just based off the legacy of the rivalry. You know who Alabama's playing then?
Are they playing Oregon?
Mizzou!
Who are you going to root for?
Go. Mizzou, baby. Bo Prabula, Elijah Hardy. About to run all over the Tide. Now, it's going to be a very, very close game. I'm hopeful that Missouri isn't a fraud. Because their big win on the resume was their win over South Carolina. And as we see South Carolina this season, they're a fine team. Nothing special, though.
How dare you? They got the best quarterback in the class. But that being said, Oregon's got the best quarterback in the class, right? Like that's what it's looking like.
I mean, it depends on like what boards you look at. I think Dante Moore is extremely talented. And like I said, I think if they win the Natty, he's like, all right, accomplish that. I'm heading to the NFL because I think his prospects, his position will be very good. He's playing great. And I love Indiana. Like Kurt Cignetti, head coach, he's my dog. Like when they made that hiring, like what Cignetti did in his time at JMU was like, holy shit. So I knew he'd come in there and have success. He's having wild success. But I don't know if they can beat Oregon. That's just a different beast, I think. So it'll be tough. If they win this game, just go ahead and give Fernando Mendoza the Heisman, probably.
What about if Oregon wins though?
If Oregon wins, it's just like another notch in the belt. It's another like, yep, that's Oregon. Oregon's dominant. So many people discounted them going into the season. They're like, the roster turnover, this, that. Penn State, they got a lot of players coming back. And I was just like, what are we doing here?
Well, you see,
like, what are we looking at?
You see,
We're
Oregon
looking at a team.
lost Dylan Gabriel, a player who we thought shouldn't have gone in the top 2 days of the draft. So how are they supposed to recover from that, Mike?
Well, no, they also lost. I mean, they lost Tez Johnson. They lost Jordan Birch. They lost your favorite offensive tackle, Josh Connerly. You know, they lost a lot, but at the same time, like there's this thing, like there's like history doesn't all in sports. History doesn't always, you know, predict what will happen, but sometimes it can tell you a thing. And what I've seen from Penn State is constantly being the little brother. They're a really good team that can beat everybody in the Big Ten, but not like the very best teams in the Big Ten. And so, yeah, they had a lot of returning starters, but how does that tell me they're going to be any different? Also, they're minus Abdul Carter and Tyler Warren, their two most important players on each side of the ball. Meanwhile, Oregon has a track record under Dan Lanning of recruiting extremely well and also doing extremely well in the transfer portal. So I'm going to bet on the team that can restock no problem in Oregon before I bet on Penn State, who has same leadership, same team, yet to prove it to me. So I did not understand the Penn State love. Not to hammer. I love Penn State. The Lions are great. Happy Valley, whiteout, awesome. But like I did not understand going into the season people's opinions.
So if we're making like a money line parlay that had to consist of all ranked teams, or I should say all ranked on ranked games.
All ranked on ranked games. So this is like a little experiment you're hitting me with here. I like this.
Yeah, I'm a good producer, even when I'm playing NFL Blitz poorly.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and pull FanDuel back up so we can get some actual odds on this bitch.
Throw some odds on it.
Yeah. All right. Sort by top 25. Let's see. All right. So ranked versus ranked. We got Ohio. Am I just doing money line or am I doing spread?
Money line.
All right.
Well, okay.
So
it's college. Let's do spreads. Yeah.
Let's do spreads. Okay. Ohio State against Illinois. I'm gonna go ahead and it's juiced to Illinois covering 14.5. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Ohio State.
So you're taking Ohio State minus 14.5. They're giving 14.5
minus 14.5. Which that is, if that was 13.5, I'd be hammering the hell out of it. It's funny how
the
that
2
one
touchdown
extra
barrier.
point,
Yeah.
It's that one extra point's like, but I'm still gonna go ahead and take it. Bama at Mizzou's currently a 3.5 point line. This is so hard for me.
They're your 2 children. It's Sophie's choice.
This is so
it's too
hard.
bad it's not a 3-way with the green wave involved.
Yeah, this Bama team's so different than last year. Like the way
Not
they
like other girls.
Yeah, they're not like most girls. We're not straight Nia Jax.
We're in the top of the 10th, by the way, in the potential elimination game for the juggernaut Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, and Nick Castellanos is up. Let's see if he hits a long drive to left. Hold on, we're gonna pause. We're gonna do some Nick Castellanos respect to see if he hits a long drive to left field, which would signify, I believe, the end of the government shutdown. Since he only hits... Have you seen that Wikipedia page? That Nick Castellanos only hits long drives to left when something significant happens in the world?
No. Is Nick Castellanos isn't the one like viral meme of the dude,
yeah, that's
announcer
him.
who was
who's
apologizing for saying something insensitive.
Saying something insensitive in the middle of he's like Nick Castellanos long drive to left field. That's why whenever every time Nick Castellanos hits a long drive to left, something significant happens.
That's true.
Ooh, ground out to third. Nothing significant happening tonight.
Enjoy 10 more days of a shutdown, America.
Oh God, please tell me no. I'm gonna go broke in 10 days. Need to start getting those super chats when you flick your bean.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and on this one we're doing spreads plus 3.5. Can Mizzou make this a field goal game? It's gonna be in Missouri. Mizzou can run the ball, and that's been somewhat of Alabama's kryptonite. I don't think it's been overblown a little bit. I don't think it's been as much as their kryptonite from like a success rate standpoint, but they're susceptible to the big run. And Elijah Hardy, fucking dude, man. So yeah, I will take I'll go ahead and take those 3.5 with my Tigers. Eli Drinkwitz, my boy.
So far you're taking Mizzou plus 3.5.
And Ohio State minus 14.5.
Ohio State minus 14.5.
First down.
And that takes us to Indiana, Oregon, which is currently a 7.5 point. Once again, the sports books are smart because you drop that one more point, I'm hammering it for Oregon. But you had to go 7.5. It's almost like they know what they're doing to make money.
Right.
Surprisingly, America believes in the Hoosiers because it's currently juiced towards the plus 7.5.
What's the price on it?
Minus 118. If you want to go Oregon minus 7.5, it's minus 104. I think this game, all three of these games are maybe not so much this one. The Ohio State-Illinois game, I think, is going to be a good live betting game. Because it's in Illinois, and if Illinois comes out strong, those lines are going to drop on the live betting, and you can make some serious quiche on the Buckeyes.
Although I can't, because you cannot bet on Illinois college teams in Illinois.
Oh, yeah. Can't bet on your boy Luke Altmaier.
That sounds like you jammed two people together to make one. It's like it's like someone said you had to come up with a nickname on the spot. Luke Altmaier.
I think my real bet for this.
There you go.
Sorry, I was thinking. I think my real bet for this come Saturday might be the over 54.5.
First down.
Same thing with Bama Mizzou at 52.5. Oregon's so goddamn good, and it's in Oregon. They're taking the long trip to as far as you can go on the West Coast, and that has been a thing with the new Big Ten. Just ask Penn State.
Big Ten.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take Oregon minus 7.5. So yeah, those are the three ranked on ranked games.
Oregon minus 7.5.
Week. Yep.
Mizzou plus 3 and Ohio State minus 14.5.
Yeah.
I like being on the side of those significant numbers. So 14.5 and 7, taking those as your minus money. So the other team has to be within a touchdown.
Yeah.
I also like taking the plus 3 as once again a significant number.
Yeah. You can tell in like the Ohio State and Oregon bets that I'm sticking firm to my opinion going into the season that Ohio State and Oregon are hands down the best two teams in this conference. One of them is going to win the conference, and both of them could win a national title. I'm going to stand by that.
We got a tush push alert, by the way.
Oh, they haven't banned that yet. Can't you ban it mid-season? They should do that. I think they should ban it like mid-game.
Mid-game.
Like they line up for it, and Roger Goodell just comes sprinting out.
I think they're doing back-to-back tush pushes here.
Yeah, but I think someone really just needs to go full Frankie Louvu on this.
Jump it.
Just jump in. Constantly.
Listen, sometimes you gotta find little ways to make it work, and Frankie Louvu went for that. It didn't work still, but by God did he try.
Some other fun games this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have to at least mention. Number 10, Georgia at Auburn. Georgia's biggest problem defensively is they have no pass rush. I don't know where they don't have it.
I've been looking for it. Can't find it.
I've been looking for it, and I can't find it. Now they're playing Auburn, who in their last two games has given up. Top of my head, I could be off by one in one direction, but I believe it's 16 sacks, and it was 9 against Oklahoma. I think it was 7 last week against. Pointing to you like you would know.
I wouldn't. Also because I have a loose hair in my nose that's about to make me die.
Oh, don't die, man. That'd be weak.
Don't die, man.
Shit. They played like a legit team last week, and my brain's breaking.
Who is this? What are we talking about?
Second down.
Auburn.
They played the Tigers.
They did.
Listen, it's
are
like
the Tigers.
it's like a 15% chance I'm right. There's just so many Tigers possible.
That's true. No, they last week. Texas A&M. That's right. How did I forget that? Because they're like my favorite team in the SEC right now. But yeah, they took 7 last week on top of the 9 they had against Oklahoma. So if the Bulldogs, the Georgia ones, that is, cannot get like success on the pass rush against Auburn, like we need to have a serious conversation. It's not good. But line's -3.5. Take the Georgia -3.5. Auburn is very good defensively. Offensively, they have their struggles. Jackson Arnold, change of scenery, doing slightly better than last year at Oklahoma, but not great.
I think Philadelphia's run 3 straight tush pushes.
Hey, you just got to keep pushing and pushing.
You gotta keep pushing them tushes.
You got to keep pushing them.
Brian Daboll's losing his fucking mind over it.
Yeah. I mean, if they're not going to ban the play, at least put a limit on it. 1 tush push per drive. Gotta cap it. It's like timeouts, you know? You only have so many.
You know who's having a bad playoff?
Who?
A little guy by the name of Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. Maybe he shouldn't have, decided to sign a New Balance sponsorship.
Him and Kawhi. Yeah, you know what? Pretty cursed. Him, Kawhi, Jamal Murray. Jalen Hurts just got a touchdown, by the way.
Yeah, I saw it. Josh Allen signed one, and they're losing at home to the fucking Patriots.
New Balance is cursed? Question mark.
New Balance is cursed? Question mark. We
That's
have a
bad news for Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag. Football is on the TV, and so my brain was like, "You just said Cooper Rush." I was like, "Cooper Rush got a sponsorship deal?"
With New Balance? I know they were hard up for. They needed more white guys in there, but.
You know what's going to be a fun game this weekend now?
What's that?
Want to check out? We got a little South Carolina LSU. It's a little the Norris Sellers versus the Nuss Bus.
Yeah, but you already said that USC sucks, so I don't know why I'm listening to you anymore. The real USC, not the fake one.
Why would I bring up you? Oh, look at the Cox. They don't suck. They're a solid team. Like they're just a middle of the road SEC team. Which means they could probably beat all the teams in the ACC besides one.
Why does Multiview hate me today?
I don't know. I figured it out. But no, that one should be fun. Because I think South Carolina's defense is kind of middle of the road. LSU's defense, I think, is starting to come back down to earth. Like we thought they were amazing, and then we realized that Clemson's offense sucks, unless they're playing University of North Carolina. You want me to rant about that for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Bill Belichick's a god-awful college football coach, and I am in no way surprised.
Does it frustrate you that for years he tormented you, and now he can't be bothered to even be halfway decent at his job?
No, it's not even that. It's the like I knew. I held like I was like 98% sure. 98% sure this was going to happen. But I did hold out the 2% because it is Bill Belichick, and he made my life a living hell. Him and Tom Brady did for decades. Most of my childhood was ruined by Bill Belichick. I go to therapy.
Mine
I
too,
talk
but
about
for
my rough
different
childhood. And I'm like, my childhood was really rough. I was abused. And they're like, I can't believe your parents did that. And I'm like, no, Bill Belichick did it. Son of a bitch.
And you grew up, and now you're like, I have a abusive relationship with this guy Patrick.
It's the same thing all over again. It's even harder because I liked Andy Reid. I did. I trusted him. But so yeah, they're arguably the worst team in the Power Four, if not the FBS. Like they're terrible. And they got demolished by Clemson. The very first play was a trick play, double pass, little screen pass to Antonio Williams, the receiver, who then chucked it deep downfield. I don't know how far the actual pass was, but the point of the story is the guy caught it and then went the rest of the way for a 75-yard touchdown. First play of the game. This after Ludacris put on a concert. Can you believe it?
The Ludacris thing was so funny when you told me about that.
Yes, they disrespected Luda. And they just got dog walked. It was also hilarious. Like, UNC was on a bye last week, right? They should have been prepared for this game. Their first offensive snap, they had a procedural penalty.
Jesus. How very un-Belichickian.
Right? Like, during his heyday, like, a dude jumped off, like, a dude false start, and he didn't really yell. He just, like, stared at the defender until they, like, or the player until they curled up in the fetal position.
Well, remember when Jonas Gray had back-to-back 200-yard games and missed a team meeting, and Belichick cut his ass?
Benched his ass. Yeah, he was done. Oh, he benched his ass. I think later on he got cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he didn't mess around. So, needless to say, things were terrible. To the point where UNC, they released, like, this really awkward joint statement where it was like Bill Belichick is committed to the success of UNC and being the coach of UNC. And then the other part of the statement was the brass at UNC saying we are like 100% support Bill Belichick. And it was very like, yeah, I don't believe any of that.
You know, you ever notice how people don't say they're really committed to each other when the team's winning a lot of games and everyone's happy?
Right, because you don't have to question it, right? Like, it just is what it is. But yeah, the situation, not so much. And management talks, I heard one report about there was negotiations about his buyout. Here's what Bill Belichick is facing. One, he's old, right?
According to who?
Father Time.
Ah,
That bastard. He somehow always wins. To be exact, for those who disagree, he's 73, 1 year younger than Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Good. But surprisingly looks 8 years older than Pete Carroll.
Yeah. It's kind of like Gene Hackman near the end of his life, where you're like, you hear like Gene Hackman, like you see like Royal Tenenbaums, and you're like, Gene Hackman's in his like late 60s, and you're like, yeah, he kind of looks like that. And then you see Gene Hackman when he's like 81, and you're like, oh my God, who melted Gene Hackman?
Right. Great Lex Luthor. The best Lex Luthor?
You haven't seen the new Superman yet, have you?
I haven't.
Well, spoiler alert, Mike. Gene Hackman is still the best Lex Luthor.
Okay. So you're telling me Jesse Eisenberg gets no credit?
Jesse Eisenberg's fine. Nicholas Holt is. I got Nicholas Holt smoke. I'll be honest. I think Nicholas Holt's overrated.
I can't do Nicholas Holt because it just makes me think of
Beast.
Steve Holt.
Oh.
Yeah, back to the cradle robber that is Bill Belichick. So, he's older, and like good college football coaches come up through the ranks in college football when they're younger. It's just a completely different game. And the best thing, like, way to put it is, in the NFL, 32 teams. Even the teams that suck, from a talent standpoint, have extremely talented football players, right? Because they're in the NFL. So I think something that doesn't get talked about enough is, with the exception of like the ones at the tippy top and the very bottom, is how important coaching is in the NFL. Because there are a lot of teams who the coaching and how you prepare for a game in the scheme is what comes down to you have a good season or a bad season.
Yes.
Like, there's more nuance to the NFL and how things play out than people realize. Like, more little things that go into it. It's not just like, that team sucks, this team good. It's actually more in depth than that. In college football, you're looking at 134 FBS teams you're going up against. You're trying to get the talent. And there's not as much talent in each roster. And there's also a haves and have-nots of bigger programs do better at recruiting certain players. And then when you add to that, you're taking a guy who has never, ever, even at the beginning of his career as a head coach, worked in having to recruit college players, and you're throwing them into that. They went crazy in the transfer portal. They brought in a bunch of players. They didn't bring in good players.
Yeah, I guess that there are plenty of players who transfer who are not good.
Right. And so it was kind of like the the Belichick thing in the NFL, where it was like, he finds like, the diamonds in the rough. They pay cheap from some like free agent. He plays really good for them.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work in college football. You got to get the stars. You got to get the good recruits. Like, yeah, there are guys who are low recruits who are trying to be really good, but for the most part, you got to get the good recruits.
Yeah.
And the roster is bad, and he hasn't really shown any sign of being a good college coach, from game preparation to how his team performs. Like, even just watch his team, you see a lot of things. Like you said, when I mentioned the procedural penalty on their first offensive play, that's very un-Belichickian, if you will.
I will.
And yes, you will. And so that just kind of ties into the whole thing. So I don't know, I've just been rambling, so I don't know if any of this is entertaining or worth listening to, but it's not surprising. And as of right now, I won't be surprised if there's some kind of Bill Belichick decides to step away from football at the end of the year and is no longer the head coach of the UNC Tar Heels, which will be really awkward because I wonder what his son's going to do, who's the defensive coordinator.
Tell you what he won't do. Won't bag anyone younger than his old man can.
You know what's, well, that was the crazy thing, is like going into this year, into the first game against TCU, when the line was disrespectful to the Horned Frogs, which is TCU's mascot for those who don't know.
Yes. I figured the
Shout
line,
out RG.
the line wasn't literally disrespectful to a bunch of horned frogs.
Yeah, shout out Max Duggan.
You said RG3, didn't you? Wrong Christians in
didn't.
Texas.
Everybody knows that Baylor is the alma mater of RG3. Which is like on a different level really funny that I get RG3 mixed up with Max
Duggan.
If you've seen pictures of both players, you'd understand. Previous season, I'm like, all right, so UNC on paper, not a good football roster. You got a guy who's never coached in the NFL or in college, and the entire offseason, the talk around UNC football was not, oh, they got this player, it's gonna be really good. They got this, they're doing this, they're doing that. The entire talk around UNC football was Belichick has a 24-year-old girlfriend.
Yes. And is she running his life?
Right. That's not a good sign. Which is also counter Belichick, because what was one of Belichick's big things?
Do your job.
Do your job, no distractions
Yeah.
off the field. And he is the biggest distraction off the field. So it's just wild. Yeah. I'll cut it off there.
I don't know. I was enjoying the Belichick rant. I thought that was a lot of fun.
A little part of me takes a victory lap because, not a victory lap, it's just nice as like a college football fan to be like, you can't just, it's not that coaching in one is harder than the other. They're completely different.
They're
beasts,
different than each other.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like going back to like the talent thing I was talking about, the worst team, who's the worst team in the NFL this year, Adam?
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. So let's say the best team in college football right now, the number one ranked team is Ohio State. Tennessee Titans would smoke Ohio State.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be competitive.
Because the Tennessee Titans have a starting roster of 22 NFL players, unlike Ohio State. So that just goes back to my like dispersion of actual good talent when you're competing with these other teams. And the thing that's damning is like there's haves and have-nots in college football. For example, you could be a phenomenal group of 5 team and you'll still lose to a middle of the road Power 4 team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just one team has more resources and recruiting compared to you. Like John Summerall, head coach at Tulane, he head coached at Troy 2 years, lost like 2 games. Comes over to Tulane, doing a great job. Got their ass kicked by Ole Miss. Because there's just like a dividing line there that it's very hard for a smaller program to overcome compared to a bigger Power 4 program. The red alert comes in when a Power 4 program like UNC, which isn't one of the biggest, but is a solid one, is coming in way under talent-wise than they should be.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
And like you said, like, you know what really buoyed UNC the last few years is that they had a good coach and Drake May.
Yeah, they had Mac Brown, who, like, I understand, like, saying, hey, Mac Brown, maybe now's time to retire. And he was like, I don't want to. They were like, yeah, well, you should, or else we're going to fire. And he was like, all right. Legendary coach, but he was getting up there and it wasn't working. But, like, they had, like you said, they had Drake May. And he was a phenomenal quarterback, as we're seeing now. So it works. But
I think he only beats bad teams, if I'm being honest with you. Dead air.
Didn't freeze. Yeah, I just held down. a little big for your britches tonight. Okay. But yeah, it's just like, for example, like UNC's not in Alabama. Obviously, they're never going to recruit like in Alabama. Shit, even in their own conference, they're never going to recruit like a Miami, Florida State, or Clemson. Which is funny because when you compare Florida State and Miami to like in Alabama, Georgia, they're never going to recruit like in Alabama or Georgia. But the point is, the talent level is even lower than what you would think for UNC right now, and the level of play is it's very bad. So I think we should probably take all the Super Bowl rings away from Bill Belichick. Is my final point.
Yeah, give them to orphans.
Give them to orphans.
Or give them to that guy from that one commercial where at the end Tom Brady says, "With the safety rotates down, rip the seam."
Yeah, I think they should just give them all to Tom Brady, since he was obviously the bigger part of that. We've learned.
Yeah,
So he should have 14.
Yeah, ain't wrong. That's what I like about you, Mike. You ain't wrong.
Or wait, he had 6 with the Patriots, 1 with Tampa Bay, so he would have 13.
Yeah, you have 13.
You gotta rip the seam.
You gotta
He
rip the
knows
seam.
that.
When
He
the safety
understands
rotates
that. He
down,
understands.
rip the seam.
Gotta rip the seam. If I ever have a kid, as I'm holding him after he was born, I'd say, "You gotta rip the seam. All right, safety rotates down, son. You gotta rip the seam." And then I would give him to child services for adoption. I'd be like, "Carry those words with you, young man."
Kid's gonna grow up and he's gonna be the world's best seamstress, and he's gonna be like, the only thing I remember my dad telling me before he gave me away was to rip the seam. So that's what I do, day in and day out.
I rip the seam.
Boy, they really did my boy Cam Ward dirty in this game. He has like 5 incompletions in fucking NFL Blitz.
I guess the game's a little more lifelike than we thought.
By the way, in this game, I have had 2 turnovers, a fumble and a tipped interception, and I am down 3-0. Classic.
That guy just punched you, too.
Classic Tennessee Titans.
Classic.
See what I did there is safety rotated down, so I threw the screen. See, when the safety rotates down, throw the screen.
No, Adam, it's rip the seam, not rip the screen.
Oh.
Wrong S word, man.
They made Terry look really skinny in this game, and I know they're just like put numbers and reskin the players so they all look the same, but for some reason Terry looks really skinny.
Probably lost some weight sitting on the bench because he's hurt.
You think he would gain some weight? Didn't
He
do
lost
anything.
muscle mass.
Yeah, that's why he got hurt so quickly though, because he wasn't participating in off-season activities.
Remember how cool it was when the Giants were up 2 scores?
Yeah, that really evaporated.
That was awesome. I was enjoying that.
They had that sick Jackson Dart run.
Yeah.
Mike, since you're done
little
ranting
Wandale.
about college though, as we close out here and don't have a ton of live stream left, I assume.
Oh wait, I have one more thing to say.
Oh yeah, is about ripping the seam?
This will save me some characters. I can cut this from my On Saturday article. There's no team in the Big 12 that's beating Texas Tech this year. Just want to throw that out there real quick. Had a portion written about it in my article, but that way I can shorten it up, make it not as long of a read for people. Yeah, no team is beating Texas Tech in the Big 12, and there's 0 teams in the ACC that can score on Miami's defense. Shout out Ruben Bain and my boy Akeem Mesidor. They're fucking dudes. Back to you, Adam.
Dan Brugler, who writes The Beast for The Athletic, has Ruben Bain as his top pass rusher now.
He's a freak. He's a fucking freak, dude. If Miami had this defense last year,
Who's
when
the quarterback?
Cam Ward,
Oh, Cam Ward.
when Cam Ward and what's his face? I can't remember his name anymore. That's pretty sad. Restrepo, we're going ballistic every week. My God, they've been unbeatable. Okay? What are you gonna do? They fell victim to my boy Kyle McCord last week of the season. Sorry about it.
You're just absolutely absurd people from college that don't do shit in the NFL. It's always so funny to me. Like, who's the Tulane? Who's the Tulane quarterback?
Michael Pratt.
Michael Pratt.
You got a raw deal.
Because he's not good at football, or?
Dude, McCord, I think there's the statistical numbers last year, like led the FBS and like yardage and all that stuff. But I think it was like his second game. He transferred to Cuse after Ohio State was like, "You suck, and you're the reason we lost."
Was he?
But no, not really. But he transferred to Cuse, and it was like the second game. Like they're kicking this team's ass, and I mean I put it in my one on Saturday article where it's him on the sidelines talking to his team, and he's like, "They're fucking sorry." I was like, "This is my guy. I will ride or die with him."
Moving to the big leagues. Not to mention the Dodgers, who just had a walk-off home run in the 11th inning.
You think I should get into like? I think I should start like going even deeper into this. I should get into like the hot like high school football scenes, like Texas and stuff. Start
see why
coming at
not,
you
yeah.
with, yeah.
Oh, never mind. They didn't hit a walk-off there. Showing an old walk-off. Now the fucking Chicago game's on. Okay, that took forever. That's what I was looking for that earlier on the multi-view, and they just popped up the score. 0-0 in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Cubbies.
Right up the road from me. Playing in Chicago for this game. If they win, they'll go back to Milwaukee for Game 5.
I'm a Cubs fan because I have a Wrigley Field hoodie.
You have more Cubs merch than I do.
Yeah. Because I didn't realize how their bleach or their seats at the certain level are like goddamn wind tunnel.
They call it the Windy City, Mike, because the politicians.
Oh shit! Good point. Oh, look at your TV.
What, the touchdown?
Yeah, JD
Oh, was it
just did
Scatterbo?
again.
Or was
No, it was JD.
Damn.
I think it was Jackson Dart again.
Did anyone bet Dart 2 touchdowns?
They did. They're getting more than a biggie bag from Wendy's. They're getting the whole damn menu.
They're getting windy. It's going home.
They're getting Wendy. They're getting Dave himself, if people remember the old man from the old commercials.
The old.
Oh
man
wait, no,
from
it
the old
was Scatterbo.
First down.
Let's go.
Now you just need that that sack from Abdul Carter.
I should have to a Carter sack. I gotta check Scatterbo's yardage for those legs, but dude, you were doubting me.
Well, yeah, because
Who are you to doubt El Dandy?
Didn't you? What was the full bet again? What did you just say?
I hit you with the Bret Hart. Who are you to doubt El Dandy?
Who the fuck is El Dandy?
You don't remember that?
No.
I feel like I showed you it a long time ago. Probably
Maybe.
we were doing our short run wrestling podcast. Probably not short run. I feel like we did it for about a year, but
You know how many episodes we have of our podcasts now?
Tap and Basky combined.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be over 100, right?
You think we're over 100?
Close to it, right?
What's the give me a number, Mike. Final guess.
86.
You're off.
No, we definitely broke 100, right? I
Any
think I
guess,
remember
Mike?
you pointing out when we broke 100. I'm gonna say 125.
182.
Let's go. Coming up to the big 200.
You think
They
we'll
say
notice?
once you hit 200, you start getting the sponsorships.
You think we'll notice this time when we hit a major milestone?
I think we will, because we'll be so rich.
What's the
Also,
what's the podcast that people have made the most episodes of for free? I think we should go for that
a lot of
record.
podcasts. A lot of podcasts make episodes for free, but they're like, subscribe to our Patreon to not hear the ads.
Yeah, but those ads also make them money, Mike.
True. Which I can also understand because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna save myself a little money. I'm canceling YouTube Premium.
Uh-huh.
And then it ran out. I like clicked on a video on YouTube and the ads started playing. And I was like, resubbing. Can't do it. Can't do it. Painful. It's pain. Quick update. I have Scatterbo at 50 plus rushing yards. He's currently at 31. Good pace.
Good pace.
I have him at 20 plus receiving yards. He's currently at 0. Bad pace. Bad pace.
So you need him to have a play where he somehow gains 20 yards receiving and rushing in the same play.
We just need the one wheel route. We got the receiving yards. 2 greatest plays in football. QB draw.
QB draw and a wheel.
route.
I knew you were gonna say QB draw.
If you time them perfectly, they're unbeatable.
By the way, Abdul Carter almost had a sack and got tripped.
God damn. Wait. How far ahead of me are you?
45, 46 minutes?
You're an asshole.
What?
I just saw the return man get tackled and the
Oh, yeah.
Giants started going
You're,
crazy.
you're
Okay.
slightly ahead of me.
Oh, okay. So they were showing a replay of Carter almost getting a sack.
Yeah.
You said, oh, okay. I thought you were like way ahead of me. It's freaking me out.
Oh, Chicago's up 3-0. What the fuck happened?
Let's go. Anthony Rizzo rejoined the team before the game.
He actually retired during the season.
I know. So the last team he was on the Yankees for a minute. Oh shit. Who was it on the Raiders that retired after like a couple games this year?
On the Raiders?
Yeah, I totally missed this and someone pointed it out. I saw on Twitter they were like, so-and-so saw Geno Smith, and we're like, nah, I'm out. Was it Tyrann Mathieu?
I don't know. Did Tyrann Mathieu retire?
Let's see. Tyrann Mathieu. Scroll all the way down. No, that wasn't it. Who recently retired from the Raiders?
Because
It was Amari Cooper.
Oh, was that preseason?
Yeah, just a week and a half after rejoining the team for a full circle moment, he retired on early September. I think he was there for like one game. he pulled the damn, what was his name? The defensive back who he was on the Colts for a long time, joined the Bills. Nathan Peterman threw 5 interceptions in the first half and he retired. Do you remember that?
Yeah. He retired at halftime. We also had 2 more people retire this week, I think.
Who else?
Someone, a defensive back for the Colts.
Oh.
Or maybe it was someone who used to play for the Colts and was really good and retired. I can't remember now. It's something that we didn't end up talking about on the podcast, so it's out of my brain.
Did you see the trade yesterday?
You mean the defensive back for defensive back trade? Yeah.
Yeah. What a weird one.
Yeah. The defensive back Jacksonville got in is in a contract year. And the defensive back they sent out, they have not seemed to like this season. He has not been playing well, but he's like a former somewhat premium pick for them, so it kind of seemed like a new regime giving up on a Trent Baalke guy.
Yeah, give me one sec here.
Are you Googling it? Or?
Yeah, it was Craig Newsome, the Jaguars, for Tyson Campbell in the 7th round pick.
Yeah, Tyson Campbell was like a somewhat premium pick from them for a couple of years ago, but he's fallen out of the rotation. He's not playing super well, and Travis Hunter, if Travis Hunter keeps coming on, he doesn't really have a job there. So they moved him out for a guy who's in a contract here who'll probably free up some cap for them. Took out some dead cap, though, for it. So.
Yeah, also, I apologize. It was Greg Newsome in the 6th for Tyson Campbell in the 7th.
Isn't he running for president?
Greg Newsome? Yeah. I'm going to move to California just to write in Greg Newsome instead of Gavin.
You know they count those for Gavin Newsom, right?
They're like, it starts with a G. It wasn't that.
We know who he was talking about.
The libs out there stealing votes. I voted for Greg Newsome, god damn it.
Thank you for tackling Calvin Ridley. And not just like
we didn't talk.
What's up?
We didn't talk about the only thing on the rundown. I know you're trying to wind the stream down and get out of here, but you want to go ahead and just throw out your game of the week?
I think it's probably Chiefs Lions, right?
I guess.
How do you feel about a little bit of Atlanta Buffalo? Atlanta coming off a bye week. Buffalo won the mini bye,
and they can't stop the run. Like that could low-key be a banger. Like Bijan could go nuts. It'll be fun to see how often Keon Coleman plays after I traded for him.
He got benched to start the game because of some issue with him showing him to practice or something. Oh, man,
I don't know. Maybe he told McDermott, he was like, hey, terrorists aren't cool. Maybe we shouldn't make that, our inspiration. And McDermott was like, you're benched.
McDermott just went to Keon Coleman and was like, you hear about the Hamas stuff? And he's like, hey, listen, buddy, I know if you should be using this for motivation. Benched!
God damn it, Coleman. You don't understand the teamwork it took on 9/11.
Can we get a hockey update real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, Jalen Hurts, big run for the little Hurts.
All right. Any particular game or just hockey update?
Give me a little bit of the rundown. What's going on in the world? What's interesting? What's the Montreal score look like?
Still 5-1. End of the third. Game's over.
Still 5-1. End of the third.
Yeah. Yes. So I don't think the Red Wings are making a comeback. Maybe Patrick Kane should have came home and played one season with his hometown team, but he's a cuck. Senators Lightning, the 3-3 with only like 7:43 left in the third. We got Blackhawks Bruins also tied 3-3 with only 7:30 left in the third. And Penguins are still winning with a little over 4 minutes left in the third. They're up 4-3. Devils Hurricanes tied. The Wild, about halfway through the game, are putting belt to ass to the Blues, 3-0.
Has any points from the $17 million man?
Oh, let's see. I know they actually cut him before the game.
Yeah.
They said you're done.
They signed Anthony Rizzo.
Kirill Kaprizov had the assist, the primary assist on 2 of the goals.
Hey, you know what?
So.
You know what? Not to push people out of our content. The most recent Too Many Men podcast, the first one for the season, really good podcast. Too bad they talk about Taylor Swift for 15 minutes at the start of it, but after that, really good podcast.
I hear people aren't crazy about her new album.
Yeah, I think. Well, her last few have come out to middling reviews. Midnight's, Dead Poet Society featuring Robin Williams, and then I made a song about having sex with Travis Kelce. The album.
Is that album called Didn't Last Very Long?
It's called 2 Seconds of Bliss.
Is it? Yeah. Was it called like he breathed very heavily and it made me uncomfortable?
he keeps physically assaulting an old walrus.
Was it called His Brother Sat in the Corner and it made me uncomfortable?
His brother sat in the corner and for some reason I liked it more.
His brother sat in the corner eating B-dubs. It made me uncomfortable.
If you told me, hey, there's a report coming out tomorrow on Deadspin about a prominent celebrity who was caught cheating on his spouse, and they caught him because he ordered Buffalo Wild Wings delivery to the hotel room, I would put $1 million on that it was Travis Kelce. That Travis Kelce had some post-coitus B-dubs.
Post-coitus B-dubs is amazing. I'm still holding out hope that it all falls apart in Kansas City when you find out that Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift are having an affair. I'm still holding stock on that.
It would be a good career move for her.
It would be a great career move for her. You know?
Imagine the fucking,
that would be a big
how many
turn.
Fucking sad love songs you could get out of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Moving
really
from
trust
a
you.
tight end to a QB.
And the QB went into a tight end.
Heyo. That tracks.
What is that supposed to be, Mike?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the details of that. But yeah, that'd be pretty wild if that happened.
You went, but yeah, like you had a point to make, and then followed up with, it'd be crazy if Taylor Swift had sex with Patrick Mahomes.
Well, no, the point in my head was still about the tight end comment, and I'm not gonna get into it because it's inappropriate. And we're a family-friendly live stream.
Bases loaded, bottom of the 11th. Dodgers kicking. I said kicking. Dodgers stepping up to the plate.
Who's up to bat?
I don't know who the fuck this guy is. It's not Shohei Ohtani, and it's not Mookie Betts.
It's not Ohtani.
Yeah.
Mookie. Another guy who left Boston.
Did we
like
mention
years ago now?
Did we mention a guy who left Boston at some point?
No.
You just said another guy who left Boston, like we've been talking about.
Well, multiple people have left Boston.
You can't name 41.
Tom Brady left Boston. Kevin Garnett didn't leave. Oh, he did. He got traded out of Boston, so we'll count that as leaving Boston. Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo. Isaiah Thomas didn't leave Boston, but he broke his hip, and then they like wheelchaired him out of Boston while he was at the funeral for his sister. What are one of the most fucked up, like cold-blooded moments in NBA history?
I'd believe if that was the reason Danny Ainge ended up out of there.
Like that dude carried that team, was playing ungodly that year, broke his hip. His sister had just passed away, and after he broke his hip, they were like, "You're not really valuable to us anymore." So
they made the Eastern Conference Finals with him. How wild is that?
Exactly. That was pretty wild.
By the way, Mike, 5-0 on the day.
5-0 on the day?
5-0 on the day. Didn't lose a game as Gus.
Hey, let's go.
6
Check
wins.
5
6-0
teams off
on
the
the day.
Yeah. Do you want me to want to see how my bets are going here
Yeah, let's take a look at your bets as we wind this down.
on my college football bets? Southern. I took Southern Miss minus 3.5. They are currently up 14. And shit, that's not good.
What?
Tulane. The Tulane parlay of minus 6.5 and over 14.5 points in the first half did not hit because they only got 12 points in the first half because they suck. Jake Retzlaff's a monster. Louisiana Tech, holy shit.
What?
I mean, it was looking good. I jumped on the first half spread of minus 10.5 at plus odds, feeling good about it. And Kennesaw State kicking their ass right now, 28-7.
So how much money have you lost already?
I've lost 20,000, which is like nothing to me. Or maybe 25, but I'm gonna say 20,000. 25,000. All I know is the Southern Miss bet's looking good because my payout is $36,000.91, not $36.91. And FanDuel's already offering me to cash out at $32.38. So they're scared. They're scared right now.
Sometimes my dad will text me and he'll be like, "Hey, I have this 8-leg parlay and 7 legs have hit, and if I wait it out, it'll pay out 700, or should I cash out for 300?" I'm like, just cash out, man.
No, ride or die, brother, ride or die. Your dad, he makes me so angry.
Yeah.
Makes me so angry because the one weekend, like I'm hitting like that Oregon game I cleaned up, and I had a couple of like 2-leg parlays, and each leg were like minus 110, minus 104, like really low. And you send me your dad's parlay, it's like 8 legs, and it's all money lines, like minus 650, minus 1,000. I'm like, oh, come on. Where's the art in that? All right, where's the art in that?
It's not about the money.
You're right. It's about putting down a bet and being like, look how smart I am. I know ball. All right. Not about the cash.
Well, Mike, as we close out this live stream here, been going for just a hair under 3 hours.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, he didn't touch home.
Gotta touch home.
He went back and touched home. The Philadelphia Phillies got eliminated from the playoffs by this underdog startup team from the West Coast named the LA Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
You got any closing thoughts today, Mike, on what you thought of our live stream this time?
I thought it was pretty good. I apologize. I feel like I went off on that was disgusting right there. I'm sorry.
What?
I feel like I went off on some. I did one of these. You can't see my camera.
I can't see your camera.
But, oh yeah, I did one of the fists in front of the mouth. But once again, not a monster and a disgusting human, so I didn't leave my mouth open and belch. I went on some tangents and some college football rambles, and I apologize for that.
No, that's good.
That wasn't entertaining.
I need to.
But I had a good time doing it.
I think that's what really works for our stream, right? People tune in to live streams. They want to hear someone talking, and since I am locked in trying to become the grand champion. By the way, six wins on the way to the grand championship. Okay. We need you. We need you to be doing the talking, and you got going about Bill Belichick. I thought that was pretty entertaining. You had lots of very interesting college football takes. Every time I asked for a hockey update, you really fought back against me like I was asking for something completely irrational for some reason.
Well, I had to type it in and Google it. What do you think I am? All right. God.
But we got 6 wins. We got 2 minutes, 17 seconds left. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left in regulation of this.
Of what?
This Senators Tampa Bay game.
Oh.
Made it to halftime of the Thursday night game. What's up?
There's all the things going on. And we're watching the Thursday night game. I was just so confused when you started that sentence. That's
Thursday night game's
at
halftime.
What you were talking about. It is. Richard Sherman's up there probably talking shit about Russell Wilson again.
So I have my TV right now on TNT Sports, right, which is showing the Dodgers celebration after making it to the ALCS, right?
No.
What?
The NLCS.
Whatever. I don't know conferences in baseball.
There's only 2 of them.
I don't know what teams are in which conferences in baseball, which I assume would be equally confusing if I just got into NFL football now. But Dodgers made it to the conference championship, and it's on TNT Sports. And in the corner of my screen, it says, "Showing now on TNT, Milwaukee 0, Chicago 3." It is not TNT Sports. Listen here, Ted Turner. I'm looking.
Own it anymore.
I'm looking at TNT right now, and there ain't no Cubs on my screen, Ted.
That bastard. This is why Vince McMahon kicked your ass and bought your wrestling company, okay?
Yeah, and then why, when you were gone, a billionaire's child came in and decided to run his action figure company with wrestlers.
Because you can't get shit right. Hey, I have maybe this is like a topic to tee up on the, let's go, on the next podcast, but I have opinions on how the NFL does their division winners.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think it makes any sense that it goes off of your overall record.
So you think it should go by your record against division for who wins the division?
Yeah. And you could even, if you wanted to make that a little more like more games involved in that, we could just like cut it down to 4 divisions, 2 each conference. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand why it's like, oh, you won the division. Like you could literally, like you could go 0 well, not. You play each division game. You can go 0-6 in a division, but if it's a shitty division and you win every other game and you go 12-6, or I'm sorry, 11-6
for 18 games.
Yeah. But if you go 11-6 in a bad division, but you lost every divisional game, you win the division. What sense does that make?
See, and I think that what's your goal with changing this? Is it to get more divisional intrigue? Is it so that the divisions feel like they matter more?
Yes,
because I already feel like
adds more intrigue to the divisions.
Maybe it's because of the division that my favorite team plays in is already like a bloodthirsty division. Like those teams fucking hate each other.
Right.
Or the fan bases hate each other, I should say. In a way where like I don't think you have a lot of vitriol for the Miami Dolphins.
Me?
Yeah.
I dislike them. We've also been spanking them ever since Josh came into the NFL, so it's like. Now it's just like kind of mean every time we play them because I'm like, yeah, you don't stand a chance.
And
even though a lot of the games are closer than they should be.
I want Jackson Dart to fail because he's on the New York Giants.
Do you know who I irrationally hate, despite their lack of success?
The Jets.
Is the Jets. Yeah.
Why?
Like I don't know why. I just like don't want the Jets to be. It could go back to the fact that it's like New York Jets, New York Giants. It's like cool. The Bills are the only team that play in New York.
Yeah, the other two play in New Jersey.
New Jersey, so I'm cool with that. I'm not playing around. So maybe that's what it is.
At least I'm not sure. At least the Devils have the beanbags to say they play in New Jersey.
Yeah, even my hate for the Patriots has decreased ever since Belichick and Brady left. I guess not.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Brady left, and now if you asked me like greatest quarterback of all time, I'd be like Tom Brady. He's way better than Patrick Mahomes. Like, let me sit down and talk to you about how amazing Tom Brady was. But when he played for the Patriots, I kind of wanted him to get syphilis. Kind of.
long empty netter to seal the Tampa Bay game. Is there any other super interesting hockey games that I can throw on? The Wild are kicking the shit.
My live bet on the Sabres money line wasn't successful. They lost 2-0.
So Tage Thompson not on his way to lead the league in goals quite yet.
Yeah, I took Shesterkin for either lowest. I took him for lowest GAA. It's a big fat 0 right now, so it's looking pretty good.
All right, Mike. You about ready to get out of here, or did you have more you want to go through? You want to hang out longer? Aren't you hungry?
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, I guess. But I mean, I'm down for whatever.
We could do one more game.
Oh, do one more game of Blitz?
Yeah, we'll do one more game of Blitz.
All right, one more game. Yeah.
We'll call it after that. That'll get us to the 3-hour mark.
3-hour mark, yeah.
That'll be our longest stream.
Really, I feel like we usually go 3 hours. Do we not?
No, we usually go about 2.5.
We gotta do a marathon stream for charity, and then lie and keep all the money. That's where it's at.
We'll get Brett Favre on that.
Yeah.
And then after we get off here,
did I tell you?
Make a logo.
Oh yeah. Did I tell you that my mom watched that documentary on Netflix about him?
The Favre one?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
speaking of
very
which, I
very
think
shocked.
I think I can pull up Favre on this. No, never mind.
She was very shocked to find out about him. I was like, yeah, he's
like-
a great guy.
It's like you and watching Blackfish.
Yeah, I'm almost like, oh, I remember Favre? Like, what's this about? He's like, not a good guy. I was like,
what? Favre?
yeah, you don't remember when? Yeah, I was. You remember when he embezzled a bunch of money from the Mississippi Welfare Fund with Ted DiBiase? Surprisingly, she did not.
You know, and the part I always thought was weird is Ted DiBiase was so rich. Why did he need to embezzle money?
Right? He's a $1 million man.
Yeah.
He was a heel though, so that's a heel move to be a millionaire and still steal money from the poor.
Can you tell me when the Thursday night game's back on?
It is back on right now.
All right, let's pause this. I was watching Utah. I had Utah versus Colorado on my phone.
The singular mammoth. You were watching them play hockey.
I like the Mammoth this year, man.
I do, but I think like it's so dumb that they're not the mammoths. They're just the mammoth.
I can co-sign on that.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Just to make sure that I'm not like I didn't do something fucking weird. New York just punted, right?
Yeah, fair catch.
How very fair of them.
Very fair.
Eckler over
Great
and
sportsmanship.
Ooh, only a 1 yard run there. All right, off to a rough start against the Carolina Panthers. That's not good.
RKO'd your ass.
You know what we should do at some
Jaden
point?
Daniels. Jaden Daniels versus Bryce Young. This is a little Bama versus LSU.
You know, at some point we should do. We should go through every state and pick the best team from the 4 major sports in each state.
And do what with them?
I don't know.
I'm just kind of like pick them.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick the
I was
best
just thinking because like
Wait,
Carolina,
are you picking?
Carolina, like if a state could only have one team per state, what team would they
Oh,
go
okay,
with?
now I gotcha.
'Cause-
Right. So if you
'cause,
take
like-
all the sports teams, just pick one.
Yeah, like Carolina. There's no way you go with the Panthers because the Hurricanes are like perennial Cup competitors, and the Panthers have been bad for as long as they've had that dog shit owner in there.
Yeah, I mean the Hurricanes have won a Stanley Cup. The Panthers have never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they've lost 2.
Yeah, they lost to Timothy Brady. Jake Delhomme couldn't hack it.
They also lost to Timothy Manning.
They did. Old Timothy Manning. That's what Peyton's short for. Timothy.
Just give him a Warby Parker commercial.
That'd be good. The Warby Parker commercial is Arch and his dad, which is the Manning who did not go to the NFL. I think the story he played receiver in high school, I think, and the story is he got had a bad injury. That's why he didn't go any farther.
That's what I say too.
Cooper. I think it's Cooper Manning.
Yeah.
But
I would have made it in the NFL also, but I had a bad injury, and both my brothers are better at football than me.
yeah. It was really funny because Arch played bad against Ohio State, right? And then the next weekend they kick off Sunday Night Football. Remember that? And they did that little video package with Peyton Manning and his son.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, they're already queuing up the next Manning. Arch failed. Here comes the next one."
The Manning machine never sleeps.
No, they just keep cranking out them babies. I mean, they can't catch Phillip Rivers though.
Yeah, no kidding. Phillip Rivers and Robert Saleh, they must just text each other about the stresses of having 9,000 kids.
Oh yeah. If I was Phillip Rivers' wife, I would be like, "No, we're not having sex because I know where this is going, and I've already done it 7 times. I'm not doing it again."
Yeah, you think they've only had sex 7 times?
They probably had sex more than that, but once she had the 4th child, she probably realized, like, I know why you're doing this. You're trying to start a cult.
You want to get double-digit people that think that you're the best quarterback of all time, and the only way you're going to do that is by having 10 kids.
You obviously want to start a family band. I don't want to do it. All right.
Because you're going to make me play drums, and I want to play drums because drummers
I
don't
don't
get laid. Only guitarists get laid.
Yeah, I want to play the flute, and you said there's not a spot for the flute in the band.
You said I
That's
got your
for
flute
Jethro
right
Tull.
here, and then grabbed your crotch.
Ayo, put a Donald Trump into scrap. Never mind. You've been following him recently, by the way?
Donald Trump?
He's saying crazy shit, man.
You mean like how he wants to arrest all the politicians in my state? Or
Yeah, like we should really watch out for that. I think we should start being worried. He's saying some wild stuff, man.
I will say the nice thing usually is
Not
when
even like
when you get a strong arm dictator, they're usually like young enough to where they can enjoy the perks of it. And Donald Trump seems like he might die any day now.
yeah, it's not even just like he's saying crazy things that are like, oh, that's scary. Sometimes he just says stuff where it's like, are you here right now? Like, do you hear yourself talk? He says like really dumb, like just off the wall things sometimes. But hey, democracy. He won the vote.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
At least he wasn't, in the same room as that crazy guy Joe Biden. We can't let anyone who was in the room with him become president.
Yeah, he was all senile with his cancer and whatnot, and his auto pen, him and his goddamn auto pen, and his son's laptop that was full of Hillary Clinton's emails.
the caliber of conspiracy theories, or of not conspiracy theories, but like of controversies when there is a Democrat president versus Donald Trump is outrageous. The fact that when Biden was president, they were like, he's using an auto pen, and now Donald Trump is out here being like, we should arrest all the politicians who don't agree with me. People are like, I like this Trump guy. He says what I'm thinking, but he says it slower and in a dumber voice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not the I don't want to say conservatives. Well, yeah, conservatives and/or if you'd like to go more
MAGAs.
specific and say MAGA, they would tell you that actually Trump has been the most persecuted politician of all time with the Russia hoax.
I mean, like, if you say literally the statement,
Wrong.
who is the most persecuted politician of all time? It's probably Trump, but it's also deserving.
But for good reason.
Trump? Yeah. Like, yes,
Right?
he is the most persecuted politician of all time. Also, he started off his political career by falsely claiming that
Obama was
born in Kenya and that you could just grab models by the pussy and they'll let you do it because you're a rich white guy or something. And his wife looks so sad all the time.
She does. She does not like him. The crazy part is, like, at first, when he got into politics, it was so fun. It was funny. Look at this guy over here saying crazy shit. And then he won the Republican primary that first time, and we were like, that's pretty crazy. We're Republicans thinking he doesn't have a chance against Hillary. And, like, all the polls going up to the elections were like, nah, Hillary's got this. And then election night happened, and everybody was like, oh, shit. He did it. It was the same thing against, like, Kamala. I feel like there was a lot of talk of, like, no. Not as, like, heavy as Hillary, but it was all like, no, Kamala's going to be fine. We should be able to edge this one out. And then, like, I feel like it wasn't even as, like, late into draft night as it was with Hillary, where people were like, oh, fuck. He just won that swing state? Yeah, this isn't good.
Yeah,
this isn't good. We're getting another run.
A few weeks out, I was convinced that Trump was going to win.
You and your dad had a bet, right?
Yeah, that I never asked him to pay up on because he was distraught. And I was like, how did you not see this coming?
Right?
It would be like,
I mean,
it would be like betting on who's Ohio State playing?
Illinois.
Yeah, it'd be like betting on the Illinois money line, and then Illinois loses, and you're distraught about it, and it's like, what? Like, this was a reasonable outcome, you understand?
Right. Well, there's two things. One, like, this is America. Shout out Childish Gambino. We'd like to think we're progressive. Black female president? I'd be fine with it. There's a large portion of the nation that unfortunately wouldn't be. The other thing is, I could, like, tell leading up to it, just because, like, in my liberal algorithm, seeing what people were saying, I was like, yeah, we're being way too confident here, people. Like, this is what happened with Hillary. We're being way too confident. And then sure enough, come election night, it wasn't even like that. It was like a good chunk of time before they even called it. I forgot what it was. I think it was after he won, like, his second or third swing state, where I was like, oh, we're fucked. He got it.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
Like, it's almost any time that progressives are confident. It's like, no, you don't understand. We're the anxiety people.
Yes, don't be confident. We're the anxious snowflakes. We need to keep that energy. Nothing's a lock until it happens, okay? It's all gonna change, though.
Smoked him on the Blitz, Luvu.
Let's go, Luvu. Next election, we good. Who's going to be the guy? I don't know.
Trump can't run unless they change the Constitution, which I'm not saying they're not gonna, but...
Yeah, I was going to say we think he can't run, but... You know what the crazy part is? I would vote not to get political, I would vote for Gavin Newsom, despite him like, I don't know like how he is like personally, like as an actual person. He has the face of a scumbag. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, he's got Newsom face. Like
he does. Like,
if you found out he was donating organs to like needy orphans, he was donating organs to orphans.
Yeah.
You would be like, okay, but what's he getting out of it? Have you seen the way that guy looks?
Right. Like a lot of things he says politically, I'm like, yes, I agree with that. He's been one of the few Democrats who are like, you know what? Trump went this route. I'm going to go aggressive with the social media trolling and the meme route. For sure, go for it. And I like a lot of things he says, but like just the way he looks, I'm like, if you became president and then I found out that you were best friends with Bernie Madoff and embezzled money, I wouldn't be surprised.
Although that's better than being best friends with, Jeffrey
Epstein.
Epstein. So.
Yeah. I'll take like white collar crime over being a sexual predator any day. I don't think that's a crazy take.
I thought White Boy Wheels was going to get to the outside there.
No.
Went through tipped interception again.
One of my favorite things to do when I'm around my parents and political conversations come up, is I'm very smart and like who I say like I really like that person. I'm like AOC's my girl. They get very like what? Like I like Jasmine Crockett. I'm digging Jasmine Crockett, which I actually kind of do. I'm not anti Jasmine Crockett. She's fiery, but still, just doing stuff like that, it always gets them all like, oh my god.
Where did we go wrong?
It's fun for me.
Where did we go wrong, Jimothy?
It's just some days it's just like fun to like poke that bear.
The
like, you know what?
Carolina Panthers
I'd vote.
Killing me by paper cuts.
I'd vote for Obama a third time if I could.
Have your parents seen Get Out?
No. So they would just be like, oh my gosh. That's against the Constitution. Unless Trump does it, then it's totally necessary and fine for America.
Yeah, it's against the Constitution until Trump does it. It's just like when Obama was a lame duck president, when he was like, hey, I want to make Merrick Garland my nominee for the Supreme Court. And they went, well, lame duck presidents shouldn't do that. And then when Trump was lame duck president, they were like, well, but what if he wins again in the future? We just need to make sure the court's fully staffed. Give him the rapist guy from that high school. You know the one.
What has Tiny Shoes?
What's up?
What has Tiny Shoes been up to?
I saw.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw him in a photo talking to
DeSantis.
Yeah, I saw him in a photo talking to people in Florida, but I don't know what he's doing outside of talking to people in Florida. Obviously not gearing up for another presidential campaign yet.
No, that's like the craziest thing as like MAGA was Chancellor Make America Great Again, for those who don't know. If you were just born yesterday.
Yeah, if you thought if you thought he had just
like,
pronounced magma.
Yeah. This isn't Team Magma from Pokemon Ruby. We're saying MAGA.
You fucking dork.
Yeah, I know. As it's like slowly like assimilated and taken over the Conservative Party, with the exception of like Liz Cheney, a couple people, as it's like totally taken it over. It's crazy to see the amount of people. Like J.D. Vance said in an interview, he called Trump Hitler.
Recently?
And now he's a lapdog. No, this was like I think this was during. This was like previously, like years ago. Like he referred to Trump as Hitler. DeSantis said some things. Multiple Republicans have said things and now have just like fallen in line, because that's just the way a two-party system works, and it's unfortunate. But yeah, so it's just crazy. Like everybody, when people after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, which we haven't talked about on the podcast about football. Maybe we should get into that for a solid 45.
Yeah, what school was that at? Can we figure out how to work that college into what's their best sport?
Yeah,
there?
What's their college football team like? So let's talk about how do they recruit, okay?
Can Bill Belichick transfer there?
Yeah. When that happened, and like obviously every like Republican media outlet were like, this is what happens. When you turn up the rhetoric and you refer to us as fascists and this and that, and everybody was like, hey, here's this clip when a few years ago when J.D. Vance called Trump Hitler. Like, you want to go down that route? But yeah, he did. There's a lot of people who said things. A few have like stood up, like Liz Cheney is like, yeah, which is crazy because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, Liz Cheney. Definitely not gonna do that. But lesser of two evils. You know what I mean?
I can tell you have a lot on your mind, so I'm more than willing to let you continue to talk about this. I did just want to interrupt to say that to get you off topic for a second. DeSantis is my example of why I don't think that MAGA is a sustainable thing in America. Like, I think it goes away relatively quick and turns into, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I think we probably start our descent back towards the center as we always do in politics.
Hopefully. That's not off topic, by the way. That was very on topic.
But DeSantis is always my example of that because there is no MAGA staying power outside of Trump. Like, DeSantis was supposed to be the MAGA heir apparent, just got slightly on Trump's bad side and got obliterated. Like, he is not an effective politician anymore.
Yeah, and I think part of DeSantis's thing going into that, like, yeah, I'm going to run for the Republican nomination. I think part of it was the idea of, like, MAGA's not sustainable. I think we can win this.
Yeah.
Until I realized he couldn't. So he was like, all right, well, I might as well just jump on board to keep favor, you know, in our party. But no, I do agree. Like, once Trump is done in, 2028, whatever, I do think like that dissipates. Like, the people crying out for MAGA is just going to get smaller and smaller and, like, dissolve into the distance. As long as he doesn't somehow change the Constitution and run for a third term. Which is really sad because when that idea first came up, like when he first got elected, I was like, guys, you're being stupid. That's never going to happen. At this point, I'm like, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's
I feel
gonna
pretty
happen.
strongly that it won't, but I've learned to never count anything out. So yeah, and then it probably will go back more towards like your like George Bush-esque conservative who's like, you know what? We're not as monstrous. We just, wrongfully invade Middle Eastern countries under false premises. That's all we're going to do.
Steal
That's
Netanyahu's
the
spotlight from him.
Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, we're going to steal Netanyahu's spotlight. His favorite thing to do, we're going to do it.
Yeah, how is George Bush not gotten some gimmick infringement going there with Netanyahu?
I don't know.
By the way, Cam
I've
Scadabo almost had his second touchdown.
Second study? Yeah. I've said this in the past where, like, it's crazy, like, with Trump being in office, that I'm almost like, if we have to have a Republican president, like, I kind of wish we could just go back to Bush, who committed war crimes. That would be nice.
By the way, Cam
I
Scadabo did get a second touchdown.
Oh, did he fumble it, though?
It looks like he fumbled it, but I think he got it over first, just looking at the clip.
I don't know. Oh, well, then a guy fell on it. So it's still Giants touchdown. I just don't know if it's my boy Scadabo. The important part is that he picked up those yards before fumbling, so tack that on for the parlay. You were, I think, before this game started, and I was building that parlay, you were like, yeah, Scadaboo's not going to do anything. He's dog shit. And now he's out here scoring multiple tutties. Just like before the season, you doubted him. And now you gotta eat the crow. All right, call you Edgar Allan Poe. You're eating the crow.
What does that do with the Raven?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was actually a Raven, but still.
Doth the Raven nevermore.
You're in no safe haven, Adam, because you're eating the Raven. All right. There we go. I pulled back.
Look at Cam Scadabo hitting the backflip. Regular Tyreek Hill, that guy.
He's a hero for all white people, We need those right now.
Yeah, it's a hard time for the whites. That's what I've been saying about this country recently.
Right. That's what most to tie back to our previous conversation. That's what most people on the right say. That's been really hard for the whites,
Well, they do say it for sure.
They're like, you know who's being oppressed right now? Straight white males. Life is so rough for us straight white males. I can't even stand it. The other people, they walk down the street with a flag, and that's just not fair. What are you doing with that flag?
We don't get a
makes
flag.
Me angry. We don't get a flag. I mean, basically, like the U.S. flag is our flag when we think about how our country started, but we don't get a flag. We don't get a month, even though the other 11 months are basically our month, but we don't get a month.
All right, Mike. On that, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream there. Having gone,
I have more controversial things to say.
having gone 7-0 on the day.
Great day.
Well on our way to Grand Champion. We'll be back next week for another stream, maybe 2 streams if we have the time.
Next stream, I'm gonna ramble about bullshit more because it seems to do well for your blitz skills.
Yeah, yeah. I really crushed
you
Carolina as soon as you started talking about the Republican Party.
You can just lock in on blitz while I ramble. I feel like it just works well.
It works great. Mike, did you have any closing thoughts on our way out the door here?
I have one, and I was thinking about this here today, and that's blitz is awesome. Sports games in the stream are awesome because of what our website and channel are about. But I think one time, that's a couple times, we need to have you playing like Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne while we do this.
What's that?
So people can see you. Well, one, because people can see you cook, and also we could see if my rambling could throw you off enough to the point where you're eventually like, all right, stop talking right here. This boss is kind of a pain in the ass. I need to recognize this pattern. I just kind of want to see it happen.
It might work. Yeah, maybe we could do some Dark Souls.
It might. There's one like YouTube person I follow who I don't really watch his streams. I just watch his VODs, but a lot of them, while he's doing that and like commenting on the videos he's watching, he's playing games on the hardest difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like, I feel like this is an avenue for Adam.
Okay.
He's a Soulsborne guy. He's kind of like, this is a thing he could do. So we might have to look into that.
There you go. Well, we'll definitely have an NFL Blitz stream next week. If we have a second one, we'll figure out a second game. We'll play for it.
Yeah, you can fire up your Gen 1 PS4 and see if it explodes.
All right, brother. Well, let's get out of here. I'll be live with you on Monday where we'll be doing the podcast.
Shout out the